Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. I'm your host of Cultural Commentary, Chase the Dark Sage, here with my co-host
T.
And we're back with another episode of Hip Hop Goodness because we are the show that actually talks about the music and on a consistent basis on YouTube. Before we actually get into the episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video on your way in here. And as usual, we got a show full of topics. As usual, we got the What We've Been Jamming section where we talk about some of the things that we've been jamming since the last episode, give our first impressions and our first quick thoughts on these things. We also got a good amount of music releases with D2X coming out this week. At the time of this recording, Bryson Tiller dropping a double album, Offset turning in his album. B is going to explain how he's hype on this. We got Ovrkast album that we're going to be reviewing, Rome Streetz and Conductor Williams Trainspotting album that we're going to be reviewing, talking about some of the best 3 album runs that we've had, and Drake is the first artist to have 10 diamond singles. But we have way more in store. But like I said before, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video, make sure you support the show by giving us a comment that we could boost us within the algorithm. All our social links and the artist submission form will be in the description down below, along with the timestamps as well, in case you want to skip to certain parts of the actual show itself, with hip-hop music releases, news announcements within the current events of hip-hop itself, our album reviews, and some of our discussions as well. And as usual, we have daily clips coming up on the channel, so make sure y'all stay tuned to that. And we have our YouTube exclusive solo shows, Let's Have a Conversation and Dark Sages Interlude itself. But besides all that, B, how have you been since the last episode?
Yeah, I've been good, man. Just, typical work, listen to music, work, listen to music. Yeah, everything is cool, man. But you ever lose something, B, that you really need, that you never.
Yes, my backpack.
B,
my backpack at work.
So at work, I have this device where I have to use it to sign in to multiple computers. What I be having to do, right? So I got to work and I lost it. It's like a little. I didn't know where it was.
It's like a USB key.
It's like it's a Duo mobile. You know what Duo is? It like give you random numbers, help you log into things. Because I have remote access in my job, so I can go anywhere and like log in or whatever. So I get a random number that pop up and I gotta put the code in. They don't allow me to have it on my phone because I'm not at that position. I can't get that or whatever. F them. Hold on, I hope none of y'all see this, but I love y'all, but anyways, B, I was like, God, dog, I looked everywhere for it, bro. I called like tech support. I'm like, hey, yo, so could I get like a random number? So they gave me a number. And I'm like, yeah, it'll be at home. I'm pretty sure I have it by tomorrow. So they're like, okay, we give you 36 hours for you can actually, use this random number we gave you, this temporary number. Bro, I get home, B, it wasn't there. Like, yo, where is it? I looked everywhere for this thing, but then I went back to work and I found it. Like, it was on another one of our customers' computer. I guess he found it, and I looked over there, and it was right there. I was like, "Thank you."
Does it have like your name on it? That way you know.
No, it don't have my name. It don't have my name on it. Nothing, bro. It's just
that's
random.
Scary.
And I don't know how. I should put my name on it, but bro, I don't know how I lost it. But anyway,
if it's a small device, then yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm just saying it's clicked on. I don't know how it came off. Like, usually when when you have a phone.
Oh, you have like a
keychain. Yeah, keychain. Usually the keychain are like it'll bend and break. It shows some signs of like, yo, this is loose. Bro, none of that. Nothing. So that's why I didn't know it fell off.
One time that happened to my keys. But luckily it was like right outside my car or something like that.
For real?
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't hear it. But other than that, bro, that was my biggest problem. Like I lost that for like a day and a half. And I was like freaking out. But other than that, it's been good. What about you, B?
Everything's been all right. I lost my backpack at work. I don't know how I lost a whole backpack at work, but I lost it. I don't know where it's at. It ain't got nothing like important in there, like to where I can't replace it. Like it's all replaceable stuff, like nothing too expensive up in there. But I was like, yo, I've been looking for it all week this week. I'm like, yo, I cannot find this thing. I'm like, I don't remember where I put. Like, I don't remember taking it out of my car. So that's the crazy part. So I'm just turning it up to game that someone probably stole it out of my car. I'm not sure, but there was nothing valuable in there. I mean, yeah, if you want some Band-Aids and some hand sanitizer and a bucket hat and all that, hey, go ahead. Have at it, I guess. But it was nothing important in there. I'm just like, if I got to rebuy a lot of that stuff that I needed in there. So
you losing a whole backpack. What kind of backpack was it? It was a regular JanSport?
Just something off of Amazon. Something cheap with a good amount of pockets on there. So I can store stuff in there.
See, me, I would have freaked out. Me, I'm a little bougie. I have like a North Face backpack. I'll be like, dang,
this is for work, not for pleasure. That's why.
Hey, bro. I always be buying like stuff. I'm like, bro, if I lose that, and I take it to work, but I don't take my backpack to work no more because I just stopped.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, me, like I said, my stuff isn't important in there. I make sure not to put any important stuff. It's on me. Like keys, wallet, all the phone. It's on me. Like I'm not leaving that in my backpack. My backpack is for stuff like I need while I'm, while I'm out on the road. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's stuff that I need like quickly. That it's basically a locker. Like you're not gonna keep your stuff at work. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Besides that, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
Man, I've been jamming a little tunes, man. Last night, I was like, you know what? I told you it was the anniversary of Nas and Damian Marley last album, the Distant Cousins. I think it was like 15 years or something like that.
Distant Relatives.
Yeah. Distant Relatives, that's what it's called. I call it Distant Cousins or what? Hey, Distant Relatives. But so I listened to I Am by Nas, and this me listening to this was based on the topic we have coming up about the 3 album runs, and I'm like, well, this consider a 3 album run? I'm like, I haven't listened to I Am in like years. So I went back and listened to I Am, and
that's the one before Nostradamus, right?
Yeah, it's before. They dropped the same year.
Yeah.
So I went back and I listened to freaking I Am by Nas.
Is that the one with the Genuine song on there?
Nah, Genuine not on here. Nah. What do you mean?
It's the song with him and Genuine on it.
Nah,
the one
Genuine
that people said they hated back in the 90s.
Nah, it's not on the I Am album, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, this has Aaliyah, DMX, Scarface, Favor for a Favor.
I remember that Aaliyah song.
You Can Hate Me Now, all on here. All right, so I ain't listened to this album in years. So going to this, I was like, not many people talk about I Am, but it has songs on here that I go back to, like only Nas is like, really, to be honest with you. The Primo production. But I thought this was cool. I think it was a cool album. It didn't live up to the first 2 albums of his. So I understand how some people was like a little lukewarm on this one. And him also, I don't know, it just felt, even though this is not like something that came out now, but me knowing the history from Illmatic and It Was Written, and him going into I Am and having the album intro was like snippets of his first 2 albums, mostly Illmatic, and then you go into New York State of Mind Part 2 when you sample,
fire,
dope song. But it was like, are you trying to like get us off nostalgia right now?
Hey, rekindle the flame, B.
He tried to rekindle the flame, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I felt a little weird about it. I don't know why, but it's a dope song. And it Hate Me Now is like, classic, especially from my Fight Night days that was on there. So Small World's a cool song. Favor for a Favor, him and Scarface on there going back and forth. Scarface is on there just sounding. Scarface is underrated.
Poetic and
he's not underrated, but like
voice.
I wouldn't say Scarface is underrated, but bro,
he's not talked about enough. He's not talked about like he should be talked about.
Yes, bro. Just going through this album, I was like, but I could see it's some weak points on here. Like a lot of the girl tracks.
KISSING.
Yeah, like Kissing. Even
You Won't See Me Tonight.
Money is my biz kind of was. I didn't really care for that song either. But Nas is like, it's probably like the best track on here. Like from Nas, to me, in my opinion. I like the joint with him and DMX. It was cool. The one with him and Aaliyah didn't really, I know it was the lady track, like a single or something that's trapped, but nah. I don't even know if that worked single wise. Ghetto Prisoners was a good track. I think so. I like that one. But overall, I think it's a cool album. It's not an album from Nas I revisit a lot. So I don't have like much of a history with it. But I think it was okay. But I know we're gonna get into the discussion about it later. But I think I have my full points of like, and also what you think about would be considered a run for Nas for his first 3 albums. But I think it's cool if you're a Nas fan or you get into Nas, I say check it out. It's some tracks on here that's dope, but I don't know.
I think I talked about it a little bit to go off of your point because this is like the 25-year anniversary of this album right here.
I Am.
Oh, it's 26. No, it's 26. I'm tripping.
No. It would no. It would be next year. No,
99.
1999. Yeah, 99. You're right.
It's 26.
Damn, I'm bugging. Yeah, it's 26. You're right.
So I'm looking at right now the songs that I did like on here. The only songs I didn't like, as in like I didn't like press the like button on it. Definitely Dr. Knock Boot and Money Is My B Word. Yeah. I probably came around the KISSING. This is one of the Nas albums out of his older run I play this more than Illmatic. Me personally,
You
I
play
will
I
play this.
am more than
Yeah,
Illmatic?
I like it. I like I Am. I don't think it's better than It Was Written. When it comes to that 4 album run in the 90s, I think to me, It Was Written is my favorite. And to me, honestly, it's the best out of the albums. Illmatic to me,
That's not.
if I'm talking about in terms of favorites, I Am is my second favorite. Illmatic is there, and then Nostradamus is like the last one.
Damn, bro.
For me, favorites. But if I'm going by best, It Was Written, still the best. Illmatic, I Am, Nostradamus. The list only changes a little bit based off of my favorites, but yeah, for me, I think It Was Written was. I always say that Illmatic feels like a demo tape versus I Am feels. I mean, versus It Was Written feels like an album. Hey, I hear me. But
That's crazy.
yeah, but yeah, I like this album, especially with the beginning of NY State of Mind Part Two. I'm not gonna lie to you. Very hot take. I'm about to say. I like this more than Part One.
What you listen to, bro? What was you listening to, dog?
All right, B. So obviously, I had a good amount of stuff I listened to. So I'm not gonna try and bog the show down a lot with
Mm-hmm.
this. But I guess first thing I gotta talk about is the PlaqueBoyMax album, Five Forever. This is PlaqueBoyMax's debut mixtape, as he calls it. If you guys don't know who PlaqueBoyMax is, he's a streamer who makes these in the booth sessions with a lot of rappers, a lot of underground, YN underground, and a lot of like mainstream rappers. He's in a lot of these, and he's finally made his own project. And this is that sound that if you don't like the YN underground, if you don't like the rage sound, if you don't like the hard rocks, the kind of like the Yeet, even though he doesn't get into that bad at that, Playboy Cardi's, the Uzi and stuff like that, you won't like this project. But for me, I like those artists, but I still don't like this project mainly because PlaqueBoyMax himself, he doesn't have personality on here. He's not charismatic. He only emulates who he really likes to listen to or who he listens to a lot. Stuff that's in his age range, he emulates that a lot rather than taking from it, making it his own. I mean, the production sounds fine. It sounds standard for what the YN underground is, but for me, this project really doesn't do anything special, fantastic. But I can tell he's young. He's a kid. He's doing all these in the booth sessions. He's probably like, yo, this is fun. I want to make some music. I want to have a project out of my own. Even though he put a song out on that Atlanta EP that he put out last week. But yeah, for me, Five Forever was definitely, I can't say it was a disappointment because I didn't expect much. And his pen has never been like something like, I'm like, oh, like this guy is a hit maker. Like I like him as a producer or engineer more than I do an actual artist, like him having to write down lyrics and make the songs himself.
Did he make the beats on here?
I highly doubt it, but he doesn't even make the beats when he's doing it in the booths. He
Oh,
usually gets it
he's
from his Discord. Like I
oh
guess
he's just
producers in his Discord, they send it to him and he takes the beats.
so he a arranger, engineer. You said.
Yeah, he's a. I say I like to call it a producer because back then be like a Diddy, like he'll
Mm-hmm.
produce like or a Quincy Jones, like nah, we need you to go a little bit harder on this, or oh no, you need to change that. Like I like him in that producer bag more than I do him being an artist himself.
Mm-hmm.
But like you
Yeah.
said, an arranger, executive producer, whatever you want to call it, he's definitely the engineer because he's obviously doing on the that app. I don't know if it's Logic Pro Tools, whatever. But yeah,
What Band
Five
Labs?
Forever.
Oh, Fruity Loops. Fruit Loops.
No, Band Labs. I think that's
Band
maybe what
Labs.
it is.
Okay.
Band Labs. But yeah, Five Forever. I would listen to it again. There was nothing off of here. I think there was like one song. I think it was East Coast Negro or something like that. That I added to my 2025 favorites. I'm like, all right, this is the one song that if I had to go back to something on here, I'll listen to that. So,
It'd be like what Ice Cube said to Dre. Hey Dre, stick to producing.
yeah, I can't see much growth happening from this because I think the sound that he's going for, it's very what's the word? It's very current. I don't think this sound will last forever, and I can't imagine him growing from this. I'm not saying he can't. I hope I'm wrong, but I just can't imagine it. But I'm open to listening to more of his projects down the line to see where he goes from this. But yeah, PlaqueBoyMax, Five Forever. Can't say it was disappointing. Very lackluster though. So yeah, B, what's your next project?
My next project is from an artist that I found like a few weeks ago, but I never really listened to none of his stuff. He has a new project out with Al Divino that I didn't listen to. I want to go back. So it seems like he just been putting out music this year. His name is Blue Hill Billy, and Blue Hill Bill. I think he's from Boston because he collaborates with a lot of Boston people. But he's one of those underground guys. He put out an album called Birds in January that I checked out. I thought it was cool. He
What
needs some.
genre is this, B?
Oh, it's hip hop. It's hip hop.
Oh, okay.
It's like more of that underground, like Griselda type hip hop. That Rock Marciano tree that he brought up into the light. You know what I mean? So, anyways, he reminds me of like a West Side Gun only when it comes to his voice because he has a really high pitched voice, which I don't know if that's really how he speaks, but I don't know. It don't feel original. None of his bars really stick out to me, but I feel like it's a little potential there. The production on here didn't stand out as much. It just a lot of it sounded the same and just like a remake of like a freaking Dillinger beat, a Derringer beat or something. Uh, I'm looking forward to checking out some of his other stuff, but this right here, it don't got me like it haven't made me like a fan of like, ooh, when you hear somebody news like, oh yeah, I like this guy. He didn't give me that. So
You know who
I'm
all these points, you're reminding me of that one guy, Mickey Diamonds. That's his name.
yeah, he pretty
That's who you reminded me of when you talking
Mhm.
about this person.
Yeah. This is kind of what it's falling in the line of. So only thing about him is he has that voice. Mickey Diamonds felt more didn't feel authentic to me. It
Mhm.
felt manufactured. I called him the first AI rapper. So like Blue Hill, at least to me, he has a little bit of a personality. So I think that kind of kept me a little bit. So I'm gonna check out his project he got with Al Divino, and I might talk about that next week. Uh, Al Divino, he's more, not he's more veteran into the underground rap scene, and I like a good amount of his stuff. Even though he blocked me, he don't like me because I always talk shit about him. But I'm gonna check out your album, Al. Freaking
Mhm.
Apollo Ox. See, B don't know about my beefs I have in the underground community with a lot of these guys. But
Mhm. Yeah.
but yeah,
You got beefs with the guys in the underground community. I just got beefs. You see it all on my Twitter
yeah,
TLs.
yeah.
I'll go back and forth, B. I egg it on.
I'll be able to Instagram beef, bro. But I'm gonna check out his project with Devo the Genius. I think it's Devo or Devo. Devo the Genius, I'll go with that one. He's also a producer from Boston. I like some of his stuff. He did some stuff for Funeral and Bell, which I talked about on the show before.
Mhm.
So he have a project with him, and he got another project with a guy named Chef Bogey. Chief Bogey. So I'm gonna check him out. I'm Blue Hill, uh, Blue Hill Bill. I'm gonna keep you in the headphones. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what you got. But this right here, Birds. It wasn't. It was It was alright. It was alright. But yeah, B. What's the next project you got?
Your album of the year last year, it got a deluxe, Bossman Dlow's Dlow Curry. He's been, he's been buzzing in the media for certain allegations, even though the person that made these allegations claimed that they were fake and
Hey,
AI, that he was lying
B.
the whole time.
It's down low Curry.
Oh, D-Low?
Low.
Hey,
Yeah.
because B, that don't sound like no word like Dlow. See, no, why
Yeah.
did we never
Yeah.
say Dlow? D-Low?
Down low,
Huh?
boss man, down low.
But yeah, I listened to the deluxe of this, and there was like 2, 3 songs I heard on this. It just really showed me that he is real. Like Gucci definitely has a lot of influence over a lot of
Mhm.
the trap sound that we have in modern day age. Because there's a song that he has on here with Gucci, and they did like the on the block performance thing. And I'm like,
Mhm.
dang, D-Lo, you sound literally just like Gucci. You sound like you're trying to emulate Gucci on the song right here. But yeah, if you like Bossman D-Lo, you got more tracks on here that sound like Bossman D-Lo type beats. He's going over doing his usual thing, talking about the same thing, same subject matter, nothing different at all. It's 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 just more Bossman D-Lo.
Mhm.
So yeah, nothing special to talk about with this one. If you guys want to check out our review of that, it's on the channel. But B, what's your next project? Since I didn't really have much to say about that one.
Let me see. Oh, all right. I have an EP I listened to by my guy Odyssey called En Route, whatever how you want to say it, which was, oh man, I love this. I was in traffic jamming this. It's quick EP, really smooth. Odyssey just rapping. I don't know if he fully produced this. I don't know if you're familiar with Odyssey. He has like he has his own label called Mellow Music Group with a lot of dope producers and artists. I think he's
Mhm.
from like the DMV area. I think
I've
he is
heard of
from
him,
Maryland.
but
Yeah.
I never listened to him.
Yeah, Odyssey's dope, bro. It's 4 tracks, under 12, like 12 minutes. Really dope rapping on here, bro. That's all I can say, really, man. If you know Odyssey, you know it's just gonna be dope. And one thing I liked about the production on here, it was real smooth and just
Hmm.
it just fit him well how he was rapping. I was like, man, how you gonna attach this? But hey, he killed it. Check out Odyssey, man. I'm pretty sure he for to drop something. He dropped a little EP. He must, warming up keeping the pen sharp, warming up the fans for a new project that's for to drop this year, hopefully. But En Route was dope. En Route EP by Odyssey, really dope. That's all I got, man. En Route.
All right. I go to my next project. Kirko Bangz. He finally put out a new project. I was supposed to listen to it last week, but I finally got around to it because I was like, I was supposed to listen to it last week. And we said before that we're supposed to keep track of like what his merch is saying on the show. I mean, what his merch price update is. His signed vinyl B limited edition is still $100.
Okay.
His Choose Self merch bundle is $150. The signed Choose Self CD limited edition, by the way, $50. The I Choose You signed poster limited edition with him with his shirt off. Unbuttoned pants.
I need that.
You had me dying that day on Twitter. I don't know. I was fine. I was like, you said, "Ooh, B, I need that poster." You had me dying. Hey, me, everybody looking at me crazy at work. Like, what is he doing? Like,
yeah. He was like, "Oh, you was at work, B, when I said that?"
I was dying, B.
Oh, bro.
He also has his Kirko Cologne Bay hoodie, $120. Why he let you come to H-Town shirt for men, $60, and why he let you come to H-Town women's shirt for $60. Yeah, listen to the album. There's one song he literally tries to sound like Uzi and Cardi on. I'm like, Kirko, what are you doing? I'm like, no. Buddy, you're cooked. I listened to the album, B. It's nothing special. I think Kirko was he's gone. The Kirko I once fell in love with music-wise, he's gone. B. Progression 2, Procrastination Kills 4, 3, all that. He's gone, B. He's gone.
It's because like he failed to like he influenced people, I guess. They kind of like you could say Drake kind of got some of his stuff. Tory Lanez. I feel like people did it better than him. You know what I mean? And
he was the archetype. He was a rough draft.
Yeah. He was a rough draft, bro.
And I think the thing is, he caught a lick on a few songs here and there. But it's like, B, I'm listening to this album. He talking about red pill podcasters, talking about these guys with podcasts, don't know what they talking about or whatever like that. I'm just like, you follow it. And then he tries to go with certain things where it's like, oh, like, I started doing TikTok lives and I just realized, people been wanting more music from me. And I'm just like, they gassed you up. They got the nostalgia.
Hey,
the worst part, he talked about, he talked about offering himself. He was like, yeah, but the fans, they showed me that they love me. So I got to keep going. I'm just like, dang. Oh,
it also sucks. But I know, like, RIP, he lost a child, bro, like a baby. So I know that's probably was something that was hard on him. But Kirko, like, if you see this, not trying to poke fun at you, bro. It's all entertainment. I just want to put that disclaimer in there. But
what are you about to say, B? What are you about to say? I had to hurry up and get that swing out. What are you about to say? Putting a disclaimer out like that and then saying you about to poke some fun at him is wild.
No.
What are you about to say?
No.
B, it's Sunday. What are you about to say?
I ain't gonna say it, B. I'm not gonna say it now. Thank you for saving me, bro. Thank you for saving me. I was about to wild out.
B, was it worse than what I said about Dom and Nipsey? I said, hey, B, ever since Nipsey passed, I'm like, hey, Dom ain't been the same music.
Nah, it was
worse than that, B?
I think it was worse than that, bro. It was worse. Old Tevin kind of popped up, bro. I was like, yo, I forgot why. Like, I tried to bring new Tevin. It was like, yo, the disclaimer before I got into like some. But nah, I'm a chill. Hey, yo, but the Black Friday sales, you think he gonna drop the prices on them, bro?
He just needs to drop them in general. Just drop
just give them to us.
Black Friday.
I'm just gonna send these out.
Oh, you listen to the album? You want a free copy? B, I'm thinking to myself, I'm so hyped. I'm like, if you charge $100 for this vinyl, it better be worth it.
Boy, nothing. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Kirko, man. There was some songs I liked on here, but I was like, this is rough. You have not grown lyrically, subject matter wise. You haven't grown on this album right here. I've heard you go over deeper subject matter, but Kirko, I don't know what it is. I just feel like you don't have that drive nor that hunger.
Mhm.
I think you need to be around other people to help you get inspired. If I'm going to be serious about this, but yeah, Kirko True Self. I do not recommend this. Don't listen to it. This isn't like he doesn't have those tracks that I love from Kirko that he was coming out with during the blog era.
Mhm.
That's all I'll say about that. But B, what's your next topic before I say anything
My
slanderous?
my next project, bro, is one of my favorites right now. Bruiser Wolf, Potluck. You know what I mean? Everybody eats. You know what I'm saying? Just he went off multiple producers beats on this right here, bro, and it just gave us a potluck beat. We all eating.
Is he from
Uncle's on
Detroit,
here.
right?
Yeah, he from Detroit. Uncle's on
Okay,
here
Detroit
spitting, bro.
E40.
Now he'll look different. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he rapping a different scheme of like nursery rhyming. He say some wild stuff. You know, he put things together sometimes. He'll say something like, dang, how did Bruiser with like that's what I'm saying when D2X said, yo, I love to see a Bruiser with a rhyme book, like his pad or whatever. You'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, okay, this will be crazy because bro, he be putting stuff together. Bro, he said when he had a line of like, niggas be having what he say? Niggas be having babies out of sin, like Joe Button, you know? Like he be saying all
Okay,
type, yeah.
he got
He
a little
be,
charisma,
bro, he
personality
has a
with it.
lot,
Okay.
he has a lot of charisma, a lot of personality. And it
Mhm.
makes like it's some witty stuff, but also make you smile. And that's the charm of Bruiser. Like he don't take himself too serious. Like, you know what I mean? And even when like he could bring emotion to certain things, even out on this album, because this album was more like it's kind of more uplifting. But like on his first album, he has the last song on there which is it's called Mama Was a Dope Fiend, which is one like he can go down to those levels of like being him, but also being vulnerable at the same time. And like with this one, it's just like, bro, we having a good time. Different like some wild beats. Like it got some old school type samples on here. Like I don't know if you ever heard Sir Mix-a-Lot in the like my posse's on Broadway. Dude, it's a
I'm
old
not
school
sure.
ass beat, but they like sampled it. And he was at the end laughing like my posse on Broadway. Like it makes you feel like the old school. Like yo, bro, he is wild. But like
Hmm.
I should have wrote down a lot of some of his like some of his lines on here, bro, because he has some funny ones. He got Fat Ray on here.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh, okay, okay,
he had
nice, nice.
he had Fat Ray because they both were Bruiser. They with Danny Brown.
I did not know Fat Ray was. I just,
Yeah.
I thought the Detroit connection. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
nah, they have they both on the same label. But nah, man, he had some Harry Fraud production, some knowledge, some Nicholas Craven, Danny G Beats. I said Harry Fraud already, right? He
Hmm.
got
I
Filthy
think
on
so.
here. He got Filthy on here. He got a Filthy
Wake up.
beat.
You talking about like
Yeah,
wake up filthy?
wake up,
Like Playboy
Filthy.
Cardi's?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he got Filthy on here. But nah, man, I really enjoyed this. Before we start the pod, I was listening to this, bro. Like, I love Bruiser Wood, bro. This my guy, man. Hey, this is my album of the week, man. Hey,
Mm,
Potluck, Bruiser Wolf. So
okay.
y'all check it out, man. It's I don't know, bro. It's fun. You do got that one song called Pee Wee Herman. And I just watched the Pee Wee Herman doc too. But like, hey, that Pee Wee Herman song, him and
Mhm.
DJ Lucas, it's DJ. Now I know people don't like DJ Lucas because he got some allegations, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
but anyways, I think it was a dope track. I- DJ got so much character on the beat, man. But
Mm.
anyways, Bruiser Wolf Potluck, really dope project to me, man. Go check it out.
Mhm. Uh, I'm gonna hit something real quick. I listened to Destin Conrad, who was an R&B artist. Love on Digital. I've seen a lot of
Hmm.
people hyping this up on the TL, and I forgot to listen to it the week it came out, and it's been a few weeks since it came out. I didn't get to listen to it enough like I wanted to, and when I did
Hmm.
my first listen, I wasn't fully listening. But I couldn't tell if like he had some LGBTQ themes on there. I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything against that, but I was just like, I heard him saying some stuff like him, and then I was like,
No,
huh? I'm
he
like, did he
is.
say that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I thought I was
Yeah.
tripping at first. I'm like, I'm not fully tuned into this album right now because what I was doing at work, I couldn't fully
Hmm.
focus on it, and I really wish I would have gave it another listen before the show. But I enjoyed the production. I enjoyed the singing enough. I like some of the features that he had on this project. But like I said, I gotta do more listens on this, but I just wanted to make sure that we kind of
I
touch
see.
on this a little bit.
I see what you did there, B. You trying to add a little diversity, a little
Oh,
it's
of course, B.
June,
It's
Pride
Pride
Month,
Month.
You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah. Of
saying?
course, B.
I see.
I'm trying to do my thing.
Some
But these
representation.
Yeah, but these next people that I'm about to talk about are literally probably going to be at the opposites end of that because for the 20 or 25-year anniversary, I think it's 20-year anniversary, I listened to Webbie Savage Life and Trill
Hmm.
Family Survival of the Fittest.
Hmm.
The vinyl recently came up for pre-order for Savage Life. I'm from the South. I instantly had to
Hmm.
pre-order that. right? And I was like, F, listen to this Webbie album. There were songs on there that I forgot about that I love, like that. Beyonce, like
Like
Trina.
Trina,
You
like
know,
a big
obviously I know
booty
Give Me That
fat
with my
black
boy Bun
diva.
B.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, oh man, this album. It's just funny because I never really put it together. Like Webbie is like he must have inspired Young Boy a lot. Like, yes, I know they're from the
Hmm.
same state and all that, but
They
I
from the
never really
same
looked at.
area. They from Baton Rouge. They from the
Okay,
same.
NBA. I see. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if he was from Baton Rouge, but
Hmm.
listening to this, I'm like, I don't know why I never put two and two together that Young Boy sounds a lot like Webbie or takes a lot
Hmm.
from Webbie. I mean, he obviously takes a lot from his influences in general. But then I went to Trill Family, Survival of the Fittest. Boy, there was some tracks on here. I enjoyed this. I had a fun time with it. Hey, Pimp C's Legacy. This is one of them projects from Pimp C's Legacy right here.
Survival to the Fittest is the whole
The whole
posse cut.
collective. Yeah,
That's
Trill
what
Family.
that
The whole
has
crew.
that has
3D has 3D
independent is independent on there.
Fox. No, that's a Savage Life 2 from Webbie.
Oh, I'm bugging. It
What it
has
is, it got
step on my
Wipe Me
shoes,
Down,
wipe me
Watch My
down,
Shoes.
watch my shoes, do
Uh-huh.
what you do. They
From
got that on
3D.
vinyl.
No, not Survival
Oh,
of the
that
Fittest.
vinyl.
Savage Life recently came out for
Okay.
pre-order on vinyl, but also Murder Music or Gangsta Music by Webbie and Boosie recently came out pre-order for vinyl as well. So, I was like, let me get in the
B.
mood a little bit.
How I feel listening, going back and listening to "Give Me That" because that's girl, give me that. Girl, yeah.
Hey, Bubby had a fire verse.
Bum B,
Five,
they nasty.
five. Oh yeah, facts. Oh,
Webby
facts.
super nasty. You know Webby.
Facts. No, Webbie was a freaked out on that Savage Life album.
Facts.
Being a savage, just being a freak. I'll say him. So Diddy must be the biggest freak savage that we know. B.
Hey, nah, bro. Speaking of Diddy, when I listened to "You Can Hate Me Now," he was like, "You can hate me now, hey, but you can't stop that." He like, "Hey, bro, you can hate me now, but I ain't done. I'm coming back." Diddy ain't done, man. Diddy ain't done, man. All right, my next project.
Survival of the Fittest.
Hey, hey, my next project will be because I have some singles I want to talk about. If we want to, I could run through my singles.
Mm-hmm.
Bodie James, Nicholas Craven, Spiderweb and Windshields. Fire track, really dope production. Loves the loop on that joint. Bodie was just in the pocket on here. Fit so well the production and the subject matter. Bro, so if you want that knowledge, that Nostradamus stuff, what do you say? We don't want that Nostradamus shit. We ain't trying to hit the knowledge that you're trying to kick. Like he was on there, bro. Now listen to Guy Scavera. He dropped like 2 tracks, 2/5 singles. Nina Narcissist, CII Psyops, I think that was the name of it. That was pretty cool little tracks. I think he said they're not even finished. They just some stuff he working on. It was pretty cool. I like the production on those. I like the second one more though. And another single I jam. I don't know if you listen to it, but the clip single.
I just listened to that today.
What you think about it? Yellow diamonds look like PP.
PP. That's the whole talk of Twitter. That's the only thing that they quote. Shout out to Dom because of his discourse against Pusha T as a lyricist.
Nasty, and he's propaganda. It's propaganda, bro.
Facts. But yeah, I listened to it. I thought it was cool. I really enjoyed the production from Pharrell. Definitely sounded different from what we usually get from clips in general. Russ recently went viral on Twitter because guys, I've listened to Pusha T, but what is the hype of
the glaze?
Clips? And why is all people talking about it? Why are so many people glazing clips?
He said all this glaze. I was like, bro, you know what you was doing with that tweet. Like,
facts.
And then he was like, I don't see why people upset with me, bro. Your tone and how you said it, and also when you see stuff like that, just tap in. Go tap in and see what they, That's usually what I ask.
Just listen.
when I want to be disrespectful, when I see some people glazing, I know I don't like this. So let me get disrespectful. You don't even know it, and you want to have that tone. Mm-hmm. Hey, boy, they was on his butt, boy. They was giving.
But the crazy part is that's what Pusha T came from. It's like you love Pusha T, but you didn't.
They don't do the knowledge, bro. That nigga just know Daytona.
Nah, people was killing him saying your first vinyl was Utopia by Travis Scott.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
I'm like, yo.
You saw what
right now.
Devontae Kyle said that he need a subscription plan.
He said all white hip hop media needs to pay $100,000 to talk about hip hop or something like that. I'm like, Jesus.
That goes into our reparations.
Hey, okay, let's do it. But what if white people do that to us? Yeah, y'all can't watch no superhero stuff, no action movies, no none of that unless
Hey,
y'all pay
B.
100.
Hey, no, they can't do that. Hey, all we got to go. Hey, we built this country. You wouldn't have none of that if we would never been on here on the backs of the black Americans, sweat, tear. All right, let me stop.
All right, it's time for us to say the podcast now.
All right, my bad, B.
But yeah, what'd you think about the song, B?
I liked it. The yellow diamonds look like PP line is hilarious to me. I think it was one of those things where it's like, I think it was intentional. I'm not pulling no cape on for Pusha T at all. It's not a dope bar. It is whack. But I think you put like stupid stuff like that in there sometimes just get attention. And he grabbed all y'all attention because all y'all fell for it and was yellow diamonds look like PPing up. Y'all was repeating it and tweeting it out. But I thought the track was cool. I like the production on it. No malice, still has it. No cussing, and he's still doing his thing. He still shows that I think he is the better rapper out of the two brothers. I think he always been though. I don't know if that's
it's sometimes for me listening to clips. It's always hard for me to discern who's who.
Oh, okay.
Because they sound too similar for me.
Yeah,
for me.
I understand, but I think it was a dope track. Did you listen to the Earl Sweatshirt and Mavi single? That was cool.
It good?
It was cool. It was short. Bro, it was 1 minute and 28 seconds. Niggas gave us a snippet.
Yeah, that checks out.
You remember how you can go on iTunes and click the snippet and listen to like a minute of song, 30 seconds? That's what it was, bro. So did you listen to MUTT Deluxe?
Yeah, I listened to the MUTT Deluxe. Want
to talk about it?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I only gave this one listen. Same. I already pre-ordered the vinyl since I couldn't get the original album on vinyl. It was a cool deluxe. I think the way Leon Thomas put this album out, especially the deluxe, he let the first album sit for a while. Then he put deluxe out, put a few extra tracks on there. Big Sean must be his best friend because he had him on like 2 tracks on there, one original track and 1 remix. Which
he shouldn't have. Big Sean. B. He shouldn't have been on that Vibes Don't Lie. I predict how he was going to approach the track. Like I can tolerate him on Party Favors, even though I really don't care for his verse. But Vibes Don't Lie, no, I love that track. Just make a new track. Hey, we gonna do it like on Party Favors. We gonna walk up into the get the favors. Anyone in a sense, like even though I know Drake stole that flow from him, but like when he do it, it don't even feel authentic no more. I'm like, dang, I forgot. I forgot that Drake took that flow from him. And like when he do it, it don't fit. It's not even fitting on this. It don't. I don't know if it was just me, but did he?
To me, it wasn't. Like I like the original song that him and Leon Thomas had together more than the Vibes on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On Party Favors, I say it'd be better. I could tolerate it, but Vibes Don't Lie, no.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it, but yeah. Overall, for me, I thought the deluxe was cool. He obviously put Chris Brown on the remix. He has Kehlani on there, which I know some people were in a rep, but I was like, why would you put Chris Brown on here? And I'm just like, guys, even though I've been slanderous to Chris Brown recently on the show, it's Chris Brown. Let's calm down. Kehlani being on there was cool. I think either Haley or Chloe. I forget which one. I think it was Haley. Haley. Yeah, she was on there as well. I'm trying to think about all the other features. But yeah, he had some cool songs on here. There was one song where I was like, I don't know if he was distorted a good amount or that vocal effect.
Was it Prize? I wonder if it's
Prize. Might have been that. It wasn't the first track, but I like that first solo track that he had like on his own. That was part of the deluxe.
Hill was dope.
I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, this is heat right here.
Hey B, I listen to this, because I leave work, it be dark, heading to work, bro. It fit the vibe, especially Hill. I was like, oh yeah, this fire.
Oh yeah. But what'd you think about it, B? Overall,
I think it's cool. I like that, like how you said, like he let it sit. He let the first album marinate. Let everybody enjoy that because people called it a little classic. You know what I'm saying, like one of the little modern day R&B classics. Because hey, all around is dope.
I agree. I don't know if I'm calling it classic yet.
Yeah, I know you got a little. It need to marinate a little longer than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, I need to see some more flavor coming off that.
Facts, but I think it was cool. He just picked off it kind of like the same vibe. Kind of picked off what he left off with the other project. I mean, with the original.
To me, it's in that same soundscape. Like it all fits, and it felt like stuff that probably didn't fit on the album initially, and stuff you wanted to cut to have a concise body of work. And here's the leftover tracks, and here's also some songs I have with some friends that we did something together. And I don't want to put this on no EP or anything. So
facts. I just wish he didn't have Big Sean on Vibes Don't Lie. I wish he just just cut that one out. Catch a Stray was the only track I really kind of had a problem with. I'm like, I don't know why I'm not feeling Catch a Stray like that. The final track.
I'm
I
trying
just
to see.
remember
Was it that
I
one or the second to last one that I wasn't really
I
like? I
like
was
the one
like,
with him and Kalani though. I didn't think it was that bad. Dirt off my shoes. I
no,
kind of
no, no.
liked
I
the
like that one.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't like Catch a Stray either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Catch a
okay,
Stray.
so that was the one. I didn't like it either.
I was like, I wanted him to hit me. I wanted him to end it with like a high note, bro. Like
Hmm.
how you started with Hill. I needed that vibe when you ended it, like something more
Hmm.
mellow or something. To Catch a Stray, like what I thought it was gonna be, it didn't. It didn't hit like that. I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna get his MUTT bag. You know what I mean?
I wish. But yeah, I'm looking at this. Yeah, I think that's the only track I didn't like off of this.
Yeah, I didn't. That's the
So
one I really. I
I'm
was like,
gonna definitely have to give this a few more listens. I already pre-ordered the vinyl for this,
mhm.
so I can have it in the collection. But yeah, I overall liked it. I thought it was cool. It wasn't anything impressive, and I'm not gonna really judge this hard compared to the first part because you could tell that
Yeah,
this is like extra. This is DLC basically.
yeah.
The base game is still really phenomenal on its own. So yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got,
Leon,
B.
Leon Thomas, Mutt
MUTT
Deluxe.
Deluxe. Yeah,
That's all you got, B?
that's all I got, man.
Oh, let me run through something real quick. All right, so B, quick story. I don't know why. I've been in this like 80s, 90s esque horror mood, right? And
Mhm.
so I don't know why. I was thinking about Michael Jackson's Thriller. I looked up a video of Michael Jackson's Thriller album, just like a little documentary of it on YouTube. And so I'm like, all right, Thriller gives me that horror vibes. I'm like, but we also listened to 3 6 Mafia Mystic Styles recently. I said, so there was a sample on there that I really enjoyed, and it was from James Brown. So
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, let me go older than Michael Jackson. Let me go further down to some funk. Listen to Come Get It, street songs.
Mhm.
I don't know what I was missing, B. I didn't know. But I enjoy both these projects right here. Especially with obviously there was some nostalgic songs, especially ones that he contributed to the culture that are iconic off of some of these albums right here. Super Freak, Mary Jane. I forgot some of the ones that's on Come Get It. But yeah, he had some stuff on here that sampled that. I'm like, okay, I've heard this in other stuff, but that song itself wasn't big on its own.
Mhm.
Uh Another project, but yeah, James Brown, go. I mean not James Brown, Rick James.
Rick James.
Yeah, Rick James. That's who I need to listen to next. Next project I heard, Primo Rice, Bad Ma Effle.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that.
That's cool. If you like Primo Rice, it's usually what he's giving you. The first few tracks on here, I'm like, ooh, okay. Overall, it's a consistent body of work. It's just Primo to me is someone that it's like that lifestyle rap. Like you go to the person if you like that person, you like the music, you know what you're gonna get. You're not gonna be disappointed with what you're getting. It's more so like if the production that they're going over. He's doing his usual thing. Also listen to Lucky's latest single, Diamond
Mhm.
Stitching. Hard. That's all I gotta say.
I didn't
Hard.
listen to it, B.
No, that was hard. I'm like, okay, Lucky. I'm like, I might be hyped for the new album now. But yeah, that's about it for what we've been jamming, what I've been jamming specifically, what you've been jamming. Let us know what
Mhm.
y'all been jamming down in the comment section down below. But now it's time to get on to the hip hop news section of the show where we talk about hip hop music releases and announcements and current events. But let's go ahead and start off with the music releases and announcements. Bryson Tiller dropping a double album, Solace and Devices. B, how you feeling about this?
Man, Bryson Tiller, bro, do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta make a living, bro. Put out music. That's how I
uh,
feel. Do
his
your job.
last
Hey,
album.
put the fries in the bag, bro.
Funny enough, though, B, he is one of the bigger names in R&B right now.
And it's crazy, and I don't see why. I never
I
get
don't,
like
I don't either.
I understood the hype doing the SoundCloud, but that I remember when the Trap Soul came out, I never liked Trap Soul, bro.
I love trap soul. So
People
let's
love
not be
it,
slanderous now.
bro. I'm telling you, I got people on Instagram mad at me about that. I don't like it. That's
Mm.
how me and 99 got into it on that live that time we did on on that Vinyl Talk podcast I was on. I'm like,
Oh,
bro, nah, bro. Mm-mm. Get that out of
um,
here. Boy cannot sing.
yeah, he
Get him out of
can.
here.
Which it's like I don't know. I'm
Down,
iffy on that sometimes. I
down.
like Bryson Tiller's music, but I guess being categorized in R&B is what's really like for me. I'm not hyped for this, and it's a double album. I wasn't really too fond of his last self-titled album like that. His last album, which was a self-titled album. Especially when he changed the cover. That cover now that he has is god ugly. But yeah, Sauce and Devices. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna be singing on one and rapping on the other. I don't know. I'm not too hyped for this because what do you need to make a double album for? Are you trying to get out of a deal? What are you trying to do? I thought you was taking a big break from music because you wanted to work on a video game. I don't know. But next piece of news we got is that those rumors going around because ASAP Ill said that Rocky and Thug were potentially coming out with a collab album, which to me came off kind of weird. But
Ill.
then Rocky, yeah, but then Rocky denied that claim and said, "Nah, Ooey Scooty is on the way." And I don't know, B, would you have wanted a ASAP Rocky and Young Thug collab album?
Hell no. When I saw that, I said, "Ill, who wants this?" That's like
Facts.
that's an odd pairing. Not in a good way. You
I
have
would have
like
rather I would have rather a ASAP Rocky and Tyler the Creator collab project than that.
yeah, yeah, that'll make more sense. ASAP Rocky, Schoolboy Q, something like that. Because they got dope stuff together. But ASAP
Yeah.
Rocky and Young Thug, ill. Get out of
Do they
here.
even have a song together?
They probably have somewhere. I don't know. I never heard
Yeah.
it.
If they do and if it's in the vault, keep it there.
Yeah, keep
But
it.
something else that should also be kept in the vault. Offset, he said he finally turned in his album. B, tell us why you're hyped for this.
Man, I'm hyped for this because maybe it'll flop and he can get the custody of his kids. Because he said he want alimony. He wants. I ain't
What
making no
is it,
money that
spousal
last album.
support?
I need that spousal support. Man, get this album out of here, bro. Offset, turn off.
Well, I get
Turn off.
offset on. What she say?
No, you don't. You don't do enough, boy. A lot of women get him on.
Facts. But speaking of women, Giveon, beloved,
Hey,
July 11th. I will be listening. I will be tuned in. I like all those
same,
projects that he has out so far. So I
same,
didn't pre-order the vinyl for this yet, but I do like the albums that he has out so far. But
same.
yeah. Also coming out July 11th, Clips, God Sort 'Em Out. B, how do you feel about that cover? I don't like it.
I don't have a big issue with it. I know it's like a cause cover. Cause is so early 2000s, '05. Around that time. But I don't know. I just want the music to be good. The cover don't really bother me. I tried to buy
Mhm.
the cassette, but Shopify wouldn't allow me for some reason. So I was like, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to because I tried to buy it on Spotify from their site and it wouldn't allow me.
Mhm.
So maybe I just had to go through Shopify itself and buy it because it
Check
just
out as a
wouldn't.
guest.
Yeah, I might have to. It wouldn't let me do it. I'm
Mhm.
like, what? But yeah, I want the cassette. I'd rather have the cassette. I don't want that. I don't want it on vinyl. So yeah, the cover. I just want the album to be good. B. That's all. Don't really care
Same.
for the cover. That's why. Hey,
Uh,
I'd rather buy a cassette with a little cover.
but B, I know you're really hyped for this one. June 27th, League of My Own, Jello.
Hey, West is up, B. Come on, man. West is up. We got Jello dropping on the 27th of June. Shout out to DJ Screw. Shout out to
Mhm.
whole, Ace Town, representing.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
But
Jello,
but the
come on,
West is
bro.
up.
Yo, Jello, bro. Come on, bro. Like you heard that song he put out? The
The
new
one
one
off
he
of
had
the
on
on
the
the
block?
block
Yeah.
performance. I haven't heard it, but is
Get
it
this
good?
out of here. What? No.
Someone says he 4 for 4, and I'm like, what happened to
No.
where's the other two?
This nigga's 0 for 4. He ain't no 4 for 4. That ain't Wendy's. Boy, it's 0 for 4. Hey, this man is shooting 0% from the field. He's trying to be a knockoff new version of like Webbie or like the Louisiana like sound. Like, bro,
Mhm.
it ain't working, my dude.
Yeah, that Cash Money sound.
Yeah, get up
Yeah.
out of here, bro. Nah, I'm good.
I haven't heard it. I'm also not hyped, but I will be listening to it just so I could be within the zeitgeist of the conversation. And last piece of music releases and announcements before we get into albums dropping this week. Game inspired to finish his new album after Complex post their top 50 rappers list. B, will we be listening?
Yeah, we'll listen to it because that list. Well, should we talk about that list a little bit later?
Yeah,
I had it
we
in the
could
discussions.
talk about the
I
list
had
a
it in
little bit later.
discussions and I removed it because I thought you put it up there. And then now I realized I wasn't reading good enough. I thought you put
I
the
saw
list
you
up
put
there.
it, but then when I went back to the notes, I'm like, wait, why you take it out? I was like,
I
maybe he don't
thought
want to talk about it.
I saw the top 50 LA rapper list. I saw that and I didn't read the rest. So I was like, oh,
Um,
he put it up there. But now we could talk about it later. But yeah, I
no, okay,
understand, but I probably would have wanted to do some other things seeing that list if I was the
same,
game.
same.
Hey, Complex, y'all better lock all y'all doors.
But B, go ahead, let us know what albums is dropping this week, man.
Hey man, we got the boy, friend of the show, the homie D2X, the boy in the blue hoodie EP dropping, I think Tuesday.
I
It's
believe
dropping
so. June
Tuesday.
3rd.
Yeah, man. So hey, I think he got what 5 tracks or so on there. I could be wrong.
Yeah, 4 or
Yeah, hey,
5.
4 or 5. Hey, ready
Did you
for
hear the
that?
snippet that he put out?
Oh, boy was rapping.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
I
why
was like, oh yeah.
he be hey bro, he be rapping, bro. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
man, hey man, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Then we got Carter 6 dropping. Bro, you know that drops this week, bro. It's so crazy.
No.
It's
Did you hear that
no
single or whatever that song was? That was
I saw the
potentially on the album.
I saw the snippet on Twitter, man. That was ass.
Same.
We gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Carter 6.
It
We
was a
might
10
have
on
to,
10 on mute.
we gotta review it because it's Lil Wayne.
I know.
And it's
Sadly, this is the first Lil Wayne album in the chamber. B.
hmm And then, I'm reaching for the straws for this one, you know what I mean? I'm reaching for the stars. We got Baby Tron, Luka Tronkic 2 dropping. I don't know if this is a mixtape. He has a Tronkic series. I don't know. Baby Tron's cool. He got some stuff I listened to on YouTube a few times. He kind of
Same.
funny, Michigan rap. And then we got Sabrina Claudio. I don't know if you're familiar with her game, but she's a really good R&B singer. People didn't like her because, I think she had some old tweets that went a little viral. She was talking a little smack about those blacks. I
I'm about to
think,
say,
I
is she
think,
black? Let me
nah,
see.
she's a Hispanic.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at her. I've heard of her before, but I've never listened to her music. I didn't know she was R&B. Okay, that's why.
She be singing.
I don't
I
want to
like
say
her.
like this, B, but when I see people like this that are non-black and they kind of have like a pop looking album cover,
Mhm.
I assume that they're pop. I
Nah,
judge a book by its cover.
she be
That's why.
singing. You know who Jesse Reyes is?
Jesse Reyes. Let me
He got some
see.
stuff too.
Jesse
Jesse got some
Reyes.
stuff too.
Uh, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
They
But
look
what
like they
about
in that Kaylani area. That
yeah.
Kaylani,
But
Kaylani and Kali Uchis. That's what they look like they in.
yeah, it's like but Kaylani black.
No, I'm saying stylistically, that's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, yeah, I get you. I get the vibes.
Yeah.
But anyways, my next and final album, I'm gonna check this out. McKinley Dixon, Magic Alive. This dude right here, I don't know if you're familiar with him. You're probably not familiar with his game, B. I
Let me
think
look. Oh
yeah.
wait. Oh, I know who this is. I just never
hmm
listened to a project by him. I've heard a song or two by him though.
Yeah. Now he's dope, man. I'm gonna check this one out. I'm looking forward for this one. I see he been advertising this one for a while. He got Geist on it. We reviewed the Geist project.
Mhm.
So we'll check it out, bro. I'm gonna check out the McKinley Dixon, man. I got put on to him in like 2021 around that time, during
Mhm.
the COVID era. I feel like a lot of people kind of, you know, put their hats in the race that time around hip hop. I was like, dang, it felt like a lot of new artists, new content creators. Like 2021 was like, I don't know, like a year for that, after 2020 happened, and then we were still in the midst of COVID. I don't know,
I mean, all we
2021.
was doing was in the house, so you got to
That's
do
all
something.
facts, man.
Better time to do it now than later.
Yeah. These are our albums that's dropping this week, man. If I missed some stuff, I'm sorry. Maybe it was whack, or maybe it just didn't reach my algorithms. But yeah.
All right. But let's go ahead and get on to the hip hop news and current events. Drake is the first artist to have 10 diamond singles, B. Is the South up, B? Because if we could
This
count Tupac as a LA artist, because he popped off in LA, that means we count Drake as a Houston artist. Therefore, the South is up, B, right? Come on, B. He's on a Southern
uh
label. He popped
that
off in the South. I'm just saying, hey, the South is up,
uh
B.
nah, nah, bro. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this, B. They pick and choose. The South is up always, but look, if we wanted to claim Drake, could we be like, yo, look at his heritage, his dad from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, but
I'm
nah,
claiming that.
Drake,
F it.
but Drake OVO, right? He from the north.
Mhm.
But nah, B SZA is from the east, but she's repping the Western label, you know what I mean? So she from the
That's what I'm
west, she
saying.
up.
Hey, Drake from the South, B. Drake from the
But nah,
South.
but nah,
But the songs that are 10 certified, 10 RIAA certified diamond, Work, Love Me, One Dance, God's Plan, Life is Good, Hotline Bling, Sicko Mode, No Guidance, Best I Ever Had, and Hold On, We're Going Home.
hey, shout out to Drake, man. That's a crazy, crazy stat right there. 10 diamond singles is crazy. That's a
Facts.
lot. That's what that's a billion, right?
That's way more than a billion, I think, ain't it, B?
It's 10 million, ain't it?
Wait, is it?
A diamond. Having
I
a
have no
diamond
idea.
album is 10, right?
B, how is Not Like Us diamond? Because
Huh?
that usually should have. I said it's not like us, Diamond.
Yeah, that's 10 million units.
Oh, you looking it up? Okay.
Yeah. I knew it was 10 million or having a diamond album. It's 10 million sold. But I
Mhm.
was just joking about the Billy. It's probably a Billy streams though.
Oh
Over a
yeah.
billion streams. But yeah, that's
Okay.
like 10 million. So that's a dope feat, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Next piece of news we got NLU's not like us. 53-week streak ends with it leaving the Hot 100. It is the longest charting rap song.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Longest
insane.
charting is crazy off of a diss song at that.
Yeah. You saw
I know they said, go ahead,
huh?
B.
You
Go
saw what
ahead.
Act did?
Nah, what do you say?
Act tried to make a narrative like, oh, since them bots go on, it just dropped off. And they was like, nah, bro, after 53 weeks, everything drops off.
Oh, really? It does?
Well, like
I know there was some
they
rule
said
like that.
yeah, they say it drops off, and I don't know if it drops off, and I don't know if in other times it'll come back, but it actually drops off the charts at 53 at the after 53 weeks. That's what I saw people post on Twitter.
I
They,
know
they
I think Rob Markman made a video about it, but
yeah
yeah, I was like, wait, what? I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, it completely left the charts.
yeah
I mean, which 53 weeks, what is that, a year? Like 52 weeks is in a year, right?
52
Yeah, so that means that
yeah
after it charts for a year, it has to drop off.
let me see drop off Billboard. I
Uh,
sh-
let me see.
Bro, I'm bugging. I started typing on my laptop. My bad.
What's the longest charting song? What is the longest charting song? It's actually "Lose Control" by Teddy Swims.
Yeah,
This broke this record, staying for
it
92
says
weeks.
because of recurring rules that remove songs that have been on the chart for 52 weeks or more if they fall off number 25 position. Morgan Wallen new album is I'm the Problem. Push Not Like Us below 25, triggering its removal from the charts. So it's
Oh, so it's not. So it can't even be. So if it's less than 25, it gets dropped off. Okay, that's a weird
mhm,
rule, but
yeah.
I
So
guess we don't care about numbers over here
nah,
anyway.
we don't
But
care, bro.
still something to note. Just still something to note. And last piece of news, I know DreamCon was going on at the time of us recording this episode. Megan Thee Stallion was there, and she recently confirmed that she has an anime that will be releasing on Amazon Prime. And I believe Carl Jones,
Gonna be working
was
on
it
it.
yeah, will be helping work on it as well.
Shout out
Now
to
she
Carl,
says that,
man.
and she claims that it's going to be nothing like you've ever seen before.
Hey, I might have to check it out. I ain't watching no anime in a minute. It's hip hop
Same.
related, bro. It's Megan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm about to say I already watched that documentary with the little animations of her getting shot by Tori.
They had and her documentary had a
They had like a
animation about it.
reenactment of like
No,
her getting shot by Tori, and it was animated. I'm like, yo, this is not good at all.
oh,
And they made it
bro.
so dramatic. Me, they made it so dramatic.
And I'm not laughing at nobody's
I'm not
trauma,
laughing
bro.
at a black woman getting shot. I'm
Yeah,
laughing at the animation and the
yeah,
over dramaticness of it. Like, yes, it could have been a traumatic thing for her, but it's like
yeah.
putting that on animation and it not going and it not looking well. I'm gonna critique that animation.
That's funny. But
Yeah.
now, like, speaking of, like, I know this not to show for it, but that Tory Lane stuff, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah.
like
The whole thing is just getting messy, B.
it's
The
getting
whole
messy.
that senator from I think what California is
Yeah,
trying to get
someone.
him free. They now putting out new video evidence or
That
footage
one,
of
it's
the
not
whole
even new. None
situation.
of it's new, B. I heard
Oh,
this
okay.
2 years ago about the
Uh-huh.
glass. How she said how she was like, I lied. Like I didn't want him to get in trouble.
Yeah.
She been saying this. I'm like, bro, why are
Yeah.
they talking about this new evidence? This is old. I remember, bro, I had to
See, I don't
Google it.
remember seeing that video. I don't remember seeing the video. I remember
Not
her
even,
saying that, what
not
you
even
said, but yeah.
yeah, not even a video. It's like the video is trying to say her saying, oh yeah, I stepped on glass because she was lying. And I'm like, bro, why they keep saying that this new evidence? Bro, I'm doing research, like looking at freaking articles from 2, 3 years ago showing
Uh-huh.
that she said this already. I'm like, none of
Yeah.
this is new evidence. Anyways, yeah.
But B, it's on video now. And they asked the neighbor, the one
B,
witness.
B,
And B, the bodyguard says something now. B, what
B.
does this mean?
All this is hearsay, and B, like all this
It
stuff
is.
could have been brought up in court. And look, like what we said off camera when I was talking about narratives. You can make if somebody want to feed into a narrative, B, you go on that side of YouTube and look at the narrative they're doing. She's
Mhm.
lying. She's lying. It's new evidence. This is not new. It's
Mhm.
not new evidence, you idiots. All right, anyways.
No,
Back
I
to the hip
agree.
hop. Back to the hip
Yeah,
hop, B. Back to the hip hop.
yeah. Meg, I hope this is successful for you. I hope it's not like the animation you had in the documentary. That's all I'll say. But with Carl Jones helping, I'm hoping it turns out well. I know some people, especially the racist white anime heads, this isn't anime. It's not made by a Japan studio. I'm just like, all right, dog. Like, come
Yeah, get out of here, bro.
on. Stop being an incel. And I recently just watched a movie about an incel, but that's another story for another time.
Hold on, what movie is that? Before we go on,
The Companion.
The Companion.
You know the dude from The Boys? He was also in Scream 6 or Scream 5.
I'm about to look him up.
The Boys.
I know the show. I know the
Huey, the regular dude, the one that his girlfriend is the one that get ran into.
What's called his kid? You know his dad, his mom and dad, Meg Ryan's son.
Oh, now I don't know. But basically in the movie, he gets a sex robot or whatever. Yeah, he gets a sex robot, and basically she ends up killing someone.
What's with these sex robot movies they got coming out? They got so many now.
I actually enjoy that movie. What do you mean so many? Hold up, what do you mean by so
bro?
Many?
It's like 3 of them, bro. It's one with Meg Ryan. We got Megan, not Meg Ryan, Megan Fox. You got Megan.
Megan ain't no sex robot.
Hey, bro, she a robot. Nah, bro. Hey, nah, but on the one with Megan Fox, bro. I had this conversation with my wife. I'm like, yo, we got a robot. I own it. I could, if I wanted to, I could do it. Wait. It's not cheating. It's mine. Like I own it.
What do you mean?
I could do that if I want to. It's mine. Like I own it.
Why would she let you buy that in the first place?
Because like I'm not gonna use it as a sex robot. Let's say it's advertised as like a maid.
Oh, it's like a synthetic android, basically.
Yeah, but it offers up that quality as well.
Oh,
that's a different feature.
Does that come with the feature, or do you have to buy like the deluxe premium version of that robot to get
whatever version that comes with that? I'm gonna buy
it. Hey, look, B, it's better to have the gun and not use it than to need the gun and not have it.
Thanks. I'd rather be caught with it than without it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. But look, this is all I'm gonna say, man. What it be?
B said, "Hey, if I had the robot, I might. Hey, when in Rome,
pretty much. Well, it could be one of them nights where you know that time of the month. You know what I mean? You got a little robot on the side. Anyways, let's go on to music, B. Let's keep it hip hop. Let's keep it hip hop, B.
No, that was pretty hip hop, B, because AI is about to be taken over soon. The incels need something to rap about. I have all these girls. No, you're using all your rapper money to buy sex dolls.
Oh my god.
But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think about this news down in the comment section down below, and some of the music releases we have coming coming down the line as well. But B, it's time to do what we usually do, and let's talk about the music on this show. But which one do you want to go over first? Rome Streetz and the Conductor Williams Trainspotting, or the Bum While the Iron is High? Which one, B?
We can do Rome Streetz first, B. We can do Rome first. Leave the best for last, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Let's go ahead and talk about Rome Streetz and Conductor Williams collab album Trainspotting. This is my first Rome Streetz project. I've seen a lot of people talk about Rome Streetz, especially when it comes to Griselda talks, underground, hip hop talks. And people are like, oh, Rome Streetz is nice. Rome Streetz, Conductor Williams. This is gonna be a good album. This is gonna be a great album. I seen Rolling Stones call this a masterpiece before I actually listened to it. Which I'm just like, I'm like, all right. I'm not gonna listen to Rolling Stones because they've gotten stuff wrong plenty of times. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go into this with my own ears, with my own opinion. No type of bias is going into this. I mean, I do have a preconceived bias of what Conductor Williams does because I've heard him give production to Drake before, and I enjoyed the production that he's given to Drake, and I've enjoyed Drake's flows on that, especially with him doing 8 a.m. in Charlotte. And so going into this project, B, I know you told me about Rome Streetz. He gets in his bag. He raps. He's really good at it. He gets into his flow state. I enjoyed this project. I really liked it. Now, I will say this. This is one of those projects that I'm not going to come out with a particular song that I just really, really love, right? Because these ain't songs that he's coming in here to make a song. He's coming in here to rap. And sometimes you just need those projects like that. Was like, yo, I'm gonna be on this great production. I'm gonna be locked in with this one producer, and I'm gonna give you some great rapping, some great
Hmm.
bars, some great lines. Rome Streetz delivered for me.
Hmm.
Conductor Williams, production wise, delivered to me. I love
Hmm.
some of the stuff that even Conductor Williams put in there. What is this? Dang, Conductor,
Oh, you
where'd you
talking about
find
like
this?
some of the
Like,
like,
like
yeah, yeah.
with the little mix in the tags of like the dang son, like the whole
Hmm.
little trapaholics and stuff like that. Overall, for me, there was certain things I liked in here. I wish I would have wrote down some lines. There was
Hmm.
one thing where it's like he ended the song off with like, "Oh, if you want to hide stuff from Negroes, put it in the
Put it, yeah,
books." And
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "Oh," I was like,
Hmm.
"No, you can't end it off like that, my boy. You got to keep going." And there was some points on the production on here. I'm just like, "Oh," I'm like, "Okay." Wrong
Hmm.
Streets was flowing on here. Method Man gave a really fire verse to
Oh
me.
yeah. Oh,
I'm like,
refs.
"Oh my gosh, I forgot. I got to pull up who all was on this project right here because." I'm not gonna
Method
lie. I
Man, Jay
didn't.
Worthy. They was
Yeah,
on
I
it
like
too.
Jay Worthy as well.
Fuck
B,
Jay
I'm not
Worthy.
gonna lie. I went into this. Oh yeah, you know, yeah. For me, he gave me a good verse. B.
Yeah.
No preconceived biases. But for me, overall, I like the little thing the little line he said. He's like, I got the power like Goku with the yellow hair
That's
or
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, my boy Roman's cultured. Okay, I can get down with this right now. But yeah, overall for me, like I said, this isn't an album I'm gonna pull specific songs from. It's just really which beat do you like more and
Hmm.
which rapping, which one had the best bars for you.
Hmm.
This definitely gave me, I don't want to say it like this gave me MF Doom vibes where it's like I said, you going in here to rap. You're not really gonna come in here giving me hooks and stuff like that. You're
Hmm.
coming in here to rap, to show your lyricism, to show and display your skill. I thoroughly enjoyed this. And I'm not gonna lie, for a project with 14 tracks, 33 minutes, pause, perfect run length.
Hmm.
I fully enjoyed this project. This made me want to go listen to more Rome Streets projects, especially that Kiss the Ring one, because people talk highly about it. But B,
Hmm.
I know you're more familiar with Rome Streets. I just want to give my quick thoughts before we have a little
Hmm.
conversation. Go ahead, B.
Yeah. I enjoyed this as well. Rome, I told you, Rome raps, bro. That's what he does. That like he start like Andre Agassi, like the first track, like it's the shorter, like the intro. He
Mhm.
went into a different little pocket. Like he was just, it's like he didn't even care about the beat no more. He was just rapping. Like I just want to
Mhm.
rap. And then Mash was dope. Runny Nose he had a crazy pocket on there. Oh man, Rome is he just dope, B. He did different subject matters on here. You know, he talked about some little ladies, you know what I mean? He had rule 480. You know what's 480?
Mhm.
Industry rule number 480. Record labels are shady.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
I
That's
noticed he
why
was talking
he
about
was referencing
game, talking
about
about ownership,
yeah,
slave,
yeah, 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 yeah.
slave
That's
to
why he
the
said,
like you're not gonna get paid what you worth. You're only gonna get paid what you negotiate. And I was like,
yeah.
ooh, I'm like, that's
That's
fire.
yeah, that's when he was like, you know what I'm saying? We used to be slaves, now we, you know what I mean? We slaves to the
Hmm.
chains and all this type of stuff. So it's like that was dope. I love the concept on that joint. Heartbreakers was probably my favorite like song when it comes to beat. I love that beat, bro. That beat was so dope. Ten Toes beat that like West Coast sample like boom boom boom.
What was
When
the
he had Jay
what was
Worthy
the
on
what
there,
was the sample?
I can't think of it, V.
Because I was like, I know this song. I'm like, I just don't know it. The last time it sounded familiar to that Bruno Mars song that he has.
It was so crazy that I was gonna Google it, but I was like, I'm not. I just want to. Sometimes I like to think of it naturally, but I
Mm-hmm.
could not think of it. I thought you was gonna think of it or look it up, but I
Mm-mm.
didn't. I didn't.
Mm-mm.
Um, Connie Revenge. That's when he went into the little. It was a little skit, right, with the chick. I was that hard. Yeah, that was after Heartbreakers. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but Joe Pesci. Oh my God, he was on
Yeah,
there,
that was one of my favorites. That was one of
bro.
my
He was
favorites.
on there going. Then Electric
Mm-hmm.
Slide, Resource
Mm-hmm.
Room. That second beat on that when he ended it off.
Oh, oh,
Oh, no,
oh.
wrong, bro. Hey, see, Rome is one of the ones too that sometimes you gotta like write something down or like I don't know, look at the lyrics just to like what is he saying here? Because he has
Mhm.
some stuff like the internal rhyme schemes and things like that he does. Like he is a rapper's rapper. Like I judge these type of albums differently from like because Rome, like yes, I can critique him on Rome don't have the best hooks. Like
Mhm.
but he's not here for the hooks. We're here for the
Yeah.
rhymes. We're here for the
Hmm.
raps. You know what I mean? And I'm happy that it was a shorter runtime because, like, I love Conductor beats. I love the distortion. He always has his signature sound in there. You know, oh, this is a Conductor thing. But it could get redundant at some when it product. You'd be like, this one kind of
Nah.
sound like the other one, you
Hmm.
know. But I'm happy it wasn't long, so it didn't bother me as much. And also, I
Pause.
love Conductor production. You know what I'm saying? No pause. But yeah, man, this is right here is a stellar. This is dope right here. Them two together, they make dope music. You could tell that. Well, I could tell that this was something that they have more. I think they got more, B. Because this felt like a snippet. Even though it's 33 minutes, I know they got more in the tuck.
I mean, a lot of these songs were really short. I mean, up to
Yeah.
2 minutes. I mean, but he's just barring up. He's not trying to
Yeah.
construct a song. He's not,
Mhm.
verse, hook, or hook, verse, hook, verse.
Yeah.
He's not doing any of that. Well, if he is, he's not doing much of it. If I didn't really notice it, if anything. But I agree with you. That's like I said, this is the type of project where I'm not coming in here for the song structure. I'm not coming in here for the conceptual themes of like, oh, this song connects with this one. There's a storyline. No. Good
Nah.
beats, great rapping.
This
That's
this
what I
is
came for.
That's what Rome does. It's like when people like, oh, people don't rap no more. That's what I'm like. That's why I say I critique the mainstream like music, like mostly what everybody consume, than like the underground. Cause it's like you could find what you're looking for. It's out there. If you want to hear rappers rap, we have rappers that just rap. And Rome
Yeah.
Streetz is, if you come to a list, he's in the top when it comes to rappers just rapping. And he you know what I mean? He does his thing. So yeah, I enjoyed this. There's
Yeah.
none on
To
here I
me,
really dislike. He was on here
this is
just rap.
yeah, this is my introduction to Rome. He had a good amount of personality, good amount of charisma. He
Mhm.
definitely did not come off boring. He was very engaging with it. And like I said, he barely had any features on here, which I mean, he really didn't have room on here with most of these songs being about 2 to 3 minutes. Barely any hitting 3 minutes at that. But yeah, but that Method Man verse though, I was
Oh,
like,
Meth was on there. Hey, you get Johnny Blaze if you roam these streets, whatever. And then he had that one about the he had the line about the Frankie Lyman line.
uh-huh. I don't
Oh,
remember
that
it, but I
scheme
remember
he
that
did
Johnny
with
Blaze
Frankie.
one.
Now that
Hmm.
Frankie Lyman, like he built up that scheme too. He kind of built off what Rome did in the ending
Hmm.
of his verse. But like, nah, bro. Meth was on there sounding hungry. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you could tell when Meth be pocketing in, like he'll pocket in the flow sometimes, like around, even though it be dope. But when he with a rapper, when he be with a
Oh yeah.
spit, bro,
He like, yo, I gotta up my game right now.
facts. But
I can't come on here weak.
I'm gonna give you an album to check out for Rome Streets. I'm gonna say Noise Candy 3, The Overdose, is one that should be on your list to check out.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you one more that's like high.
You said Nose
Where is
Candy
it?
3.
Yeah, Nose Candy 3.
Okay. What about that Kiss the Ring one?
Kiss the
That's like
Ring,
his most
it's
iconic looking
cool.
one. Hmm.
History, that's his Griselda debut. It's cool. It's not
Uh,
bad. But Kiss the Ring is good. It's just Noise
he just
Candy
got better
3.
projects.
To me, Noise Candy 3 is like, bro, that's to me, that's I wouldn't say prime Rome, but that's my favorite Rome. I've been listening to him, bro, since 2018-ish. So I've been around for a minute. Uh it's one more. It's the I say Death in the Position because they put out a new addition to that one a few years ago. But I say that's another one
Mm,
that's dope with him and DJ Muggs. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
But
But B,
one
as a
thing,
collab project,
mhm.
how'd you like Conductor's production?
I think it was cool. I told you it can get a little redundant, but I think he has a fully produced project by Derringer that I think to me was better because I feel like the production was more I wouldn't
Varied.
say it was different. It was different from a typical Derringer production. Like it was like some of it felt like what is this? It was like
Hmm.
simple. It was like simplified in a way in certain points. And I'm like, huh, what is they doing here with this? And it's the Haddon's Garden holdup. It came out last year. I talked about it in the
You talked
pod
about it
last year.
on a what
Yeah,
we've been jamming.
yeah. I say check it out. But Noise Candy is like my favorite, bro. 96 Windbreaker, bro. Like, bro, no, 96 Nautical Windbreaker.
Hmm.
Crazy. Seizures started off crazy. Rich Porter versus Pookie. Riding.com. Bro, it's just dope project, bro. I remember jamming this so crazy when we used to work at the big store, bro. In the
Hmm.
mornings, I've been there by myself. Bro, had the headphones on. Ah, oh
Hey,
my
B was
God.
moving that work.
Hey, boy, I was the man. So I was packing the packs. I had the packs. You know what I mean? I had the sacks. You know what I mean? I had it all. You know what I mean? Pushing
Hmm.
that produce, pushing that meat. You know what I
Honey.
mean?
Well, yeah, train spotting. Like I said, for me, I enjoyed this. To me, this is probably going to be so far my top 10 of the mid-year. I really,
Mm-hmm.
really enjoyed this project right here. There's every now and then where it's like I can get tired of projects like this. But every now and then when I go to one and it's a rapper rapping, really good charisma, really good pockets, really good flows, over some dope production,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there. I
You
can't really
niggas
say much about
trash.
it. I can't really pull too much out of this because, like I said, he's just rapping on here. There isn't a song where I'm like, ooh, the hook on here though. Like I'm not doing that. Like if you want a project and the rapper is rapping, you come to this.
Yeah,
God
that's
damn
my
it.
favorite ad lib from Rome. You niggas trash.
I didn't know that was him. I was just like,
He'd be like, hold on, what's that?
but yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think about this album down in the comment section down below. B, you got any final thoughts on this?
Hey, Rome, keep doing your thing. Conductor, keep doing your thing as well.
Mhm.
Rome Streets, continue to rapping, bro. Just be you. You rap. Like I, I was a hater, you know. I got to a point where I was elitist. You know, I was a what's them guys you call? I used to be like that. What they call them?
Like
They used to call me
hipsters,
that. But they called me something else. I was something else. They used to call me.
elitist.
It was elitist, but you know when something become mainstream.
That's hipster, ain't it? A hipster
Yeah,
elitist?
but it was something else they used to call me, man. My homies, my other homies would call me. But
Gatekeeper?
it
No.
got it got to a point where some people are like getting into Rome, and I'm like, man, come on, I've been on Rome. I'm like, Rome just
Uh-huh.
finna hit you. Yeah, yeah. Then I was like, let me stop doing my guy like that. I kind of tried to disrespect my guy.
Oh, a hater. That's what you was.
Yeah. Just a hater. I am a hater. But I've been changing my hater ways. You see, I'm
Not
changing.
me. Not me.
Yeah.
Bump that. I like to
Nah,
embrace the hate.
I'm changing my hater ways, bro. I'm gonna hate a little bit, but not like I used to, bro. Because the hate me, it don't get you too far, bro. It don't get you too far in
Yes, you
life.
do.
In
If you hate
life,
right. If you hate right, you
I
do.
love good hate. But I was doing a little bit bad hate, B. That's some bad hate right there.
Oh, okay. Unethical hate.
Unethical hates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let us know what y'all think about this Wrong Streets and Conductor Williams project down in the comment section down below. But let's go ahead and talk about this bomb, Overcast. While the iron is hot. I started off the last review, B. I'm gonna let you start this one off.
Oh man, Overcast. While the iron is hot. Picking up where he left off from his last album came out in what 2020 somewhere around there. I don't know if you ever listened to it, but then he put out an EP with Cardo last year. We talked about that,
Mhm.
um, and I think that that project was cool. I like that he kind of embraced more of his West Coast feelings. You know what I mean? His West Coast vibes. And with this project right here, Overcast, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool, man. I like the production on here. The features was dope. It's just crazy when you put Overcast next to some other rappers, you see how bad of a rapper he is. But you know, it's just like dang, Mavi out rapped him, Vince Staples out rapped him, Saba super out rapped him. You know, but
Mhm.
he stands his own alone. You know what I mean? Because not much to compare him to. You know what I mean? Be like, dang,
Mhm.
it's just him here. But I thought it was an alright project. So the Spike Lee, this oh, I hope that's good hate right there, B.
It is. It is. It
It's
is.
some good hate right there.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
I
get mine off. I'm
yeah,
about to
yeah,
be
but
unethical hate, but go
yeah,
ahead. Keep going.
but I think the production was like the best quality to me on this project. I don't understand. I'm trying to understand the theme of the superpowers or something like that. You know, I'm trying. I don't understand it. This cover is ass. I'll say that though. It's a
Well, I
bad
think it's
cover.
the while the iron strike. Well,
Yeah,
the full phrase is strike while the iron is
it's
hot.
hot. Yeah.
I guess like when the lightning hits him,
Hmm.
that's when the iron is going to be hot. He has Thor's hammer. It's made of iron.
So he has the Thor. How he get the Thor hammer? I don't see it.
I'm guessing he's saying like he has superpowers because I believe on one song he said something about the first time he sinned was in church or something like that. He said something like that. I'm butchering the line,
Yeah, I
but
might have to get a
I
few more
guess he's saying
listens.
I guess it's more of a metaphor of like, yo, I'm hot right now. Like,
Yeah.
boom, I got these Drake placements. Boom, I got these other
So
placements. I
he,
believe like what with the Griselda, the
yeah.
underground. So it's like boom, like while I'm hot and I'm bubbling, I got to strike.
You don't think this album cover ass?
So his last album cover, it would make more sense because he had a hammer in it and he was holding it and you saw the lightning striking it. So that makes sense. This right here, I guess he's saying like, he's catching
What
lightning in a
was?
bottle
Where is he
or
holding the
he's very
hammer
lucky.
at?
No, I saw on the old album cover, the old version of the album cover. while the iron is hot. He had like the lightning. He had the hammer and he had the lightning striking
Oh
it.
yeah, you the one you got that. You industry. You got that cover. I ain't got that cover.
I'm somewhere on the internet because I think I saved a
Oh,
picture
you
of it
saw it?
somewhere.
Oh no, I never
Yeah,
seen it. So okay, I didn't understand that context.
but
But
it was on there. But yeah, keep going.
okay. But no, I'm just poking fun at him. But he should have cut his hair for this cover too, though. But
I agree.
but now I thought it was a cool album, man. It was straight. You know, I like the production on it. I think he got better as a rapper as well, and the features he got on here was dope, man. So I give him a cool little mid ground, little solid album right here, man. I think it was cool.
Is it time? Should I
Yeah,
go in
that's
with, the,
all I got, man.
with my genuine opinion be, or should I start this with hate?
I started with hate or mix it.
I So, if you guys are new to the program, me and Ovrkast have a beef. He told me that I need to off myself. We are the worst podcast platform. I mean, hip
Mm.
hop podcast platform. Then when he realized he was talking to me, he said, "Oh, I actually like you. It's your co-host I don't like." Who he was referring to me, right? We got into a whole beef over Data J. So you defending a little kid. Okay, kind of weird, but let's keep going. He told me to get a haircut, but then when you look at him, it's like he doesn't have a haircut. He looks like he hasn't had an edge up in years. In fact, he might be allergic to barber clippers, right? He also might be allergic to making good music in general, especially with me previously listening to his past two projects, because you know we're the only people that actually talk about it over here, right? So he should be praising us for giving him that pub. I don't know why he was trying to diss us, because we're the only people talking about it. You search Overcast up, his own music don't even pop up first. We pop up, so I don't even know what he was talking about. You should be thankful that even we are talking about this, right? And so Overcast, we was getting to a back and forth on Twitter. Like I said, he told me to off myself. And I can say this. We inspired this album, B. This is
Mm.
our album. He made an album dissing, but I had to do the Kim through and I had to skim through it. Um Overcast allegedly sent me this album early, right? And you know, he said, "Yo, I'm dissing you all." He said, "I'm dissing you in this." I said, "All right." He said he name dropped it. I said, "All right, which song?" All of them. You ain't that bold now. Come on. You know who you're not stepping to the gods like
Hey,
that.
boy, I
Come
want to
on.
get the BBC boy.
He might. I mean, he was trying to tell me how cute he was in my mentions, which is crazy. But you know, I listened to this, and so I've heard a good amount of this, the earlier version of this project right here, right? And going in, and I said it on the show. I said, "Yo, like what I heard sounds good." Now, his previous project that we've reviewed on the channel, which we have a review of that, go check it out. Cats Got Wings. I wasn't too favorable of it because I was just like, he don't really stand out to me. He don't really do
Mm.
anything special to me. I thought it was alright at best, right? Going into this, and I've said it before, even when I heard the earlier version, I like this. I thought this was a really cool, solid project. Were people on the TL overhyping this? Yes. You charging $40 for 13 songs to 28 minutes? Are you overpricing this? Yes. But going into this project right
Oh,
here,
charging it. What do you mean?
he has a vinyl for this, a vinyl pre-order for this. That's $40. It's $39.82 or $39.99.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, you know I'm part of the Discord, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, going into this project, first of all, you're not Jay Dilla. Stop it with the horn. Stop it. We
Inspirations,
gotta
B.
stop this. You ripped the horn from him. Stop it. But I actually do enjoy hearing the horn every now and then, because whenever I hear it, I think of donuts.
Mhm.
But going into it, I will say that the best part of this project is the production. Overcast, you have become a better rapper since the past projects that I've heard that you recommended me be. You're
Mhm.
not the best lyricist, but I'm not looking for that, especially when you're trying to arrange and you're also producing your album as well. I know that you can't be 100% in one thing when you're doing like 50 million other things, right?
Mhm.
I really like the soundscape of this album. I really like the production of this album. Rapping wise, you had me as well. You don't have a lot of personality or charisma, but you get me there enough. Pause on that because you are not that good looking. But going into this project, Truth, this is the intro track. This is the track of him like going in, right? Then he has the next track, Samara Sin. I enjoyed her feature enough.
Mhm.
She definitely, I don't want to say outshine him, but she out personality to him.
B
Like
B
she stood out.
B.
Yes.
Everybody that he sit next to outdo him. We
Yeah, but
honest.
no, well, you're right, but I'm saying like because okay, yeah, I guess that's the best way I can say it. I'm on. Stumbling, Malaya did good. New Powers, he had the skit. I guess someone was hyping him up, saying that he heard about him or whatever. Then we got
Mhm.
Mavcast. I'm not gonna lie. Overcast, you might need to produce a Mavi project because I love the production that you had Mavi on. You was cool. And I'm like, all right, you was talking to him like you was in that pocket. You know who Overcast reminds me of? Hit Boy. That's who he reminds me of. To
Him
me,
and
he's on that same,
I think him and Mavi, they've been working with each other for years.
which makes sense. But to have a
Mhm.
song called Mavcast and then have Mavi just steal the show on there is crazy. That's just me personally.
It's
But
not hard to do.
yes. Then we got the song Spike Lee, which I enjoyed, 6 a.m. That Strange Ways was something different though. I was like, why is Vince Staples next to this bum right here? What is he doing? Don't look. I'm like, Vince, don't touch him. He might get some of his bumness on you. What are you doing? But I mean, overall, I like this song as well. Vince Staples definitely came off really energetic and really charismatic on this project. He didn't
Mhm.
give me that monotone flow he usually gives.
Mhm.
He actually like came in with a new flow, a new pocket. He wasn't as monotone. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, all right. Vince is eating on this bad boy. Then we got New Era, which I no, New Era has the skit at the end of it. Then we have Dog Days. Saba did his thing on that as well. Then we got On Time, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I agree
Mhm.
with you. To me, it's that same critique I have with the College Dropout, where each feature that Kanye had on there, besides Ludacris,
Mhm.
obviously, everyone outshined you in terms of like their rapping performance and ability, right?
Mhm.
And personality wise as well. Even though Kanye had a personality on College Dropout,
Yeah.
I think the best thing going for Overcast on this project was the production, the curation of the project, and the actual
Mhm.
soundscape itself. I really enjoyed it. I don't know why it gave me very reminiscent vibes of like a blog era Isaiah. Well, not even blog era, just Isaiah Rashad's production. Some stuff that Isaiah Rashad would probably go on himself. But overall, I enjoyed this project. I thought that this was a solid body of work. Is it great? Like some Twitter people are trying to overhype it to be. No, but I think this was solid enough for me to be like, all right, I got this in the rotation for the year right now, and I might come back to some of this stuff right here. But it definitely wasn't bad. It's just I think Overcast has to work on if you're gonna be monotone rapping, you got to be a better rapper. You can't just be monotone and
Mhm.
be boring. That's the problem. But overall, I thought this was a solid body of work. Like I said, the best thing about this project is the production, is the curation, and
Mhm.
it's not too long. It's 28 minutes, 39 seconds, 13 songs. I didn't have a problem with this project.
Nah,
Like,
me neither, man. But it's dope that the feature stood out as well, though.
yeah,
Like he is a curator, like he's a producer. So I'm pretty sure most of his jewels gonna go into the production side of things. But I think it was okay, man. That nigga looking like Andre Wiggins in the face. I don't know if you know who Andre Wiggins is
no,
from bro. He looked just like Andre Wiggins in the face on this cover, bro. Go
let me
look up
see.
Andre Wiggins, bro. Bro look just like Andre Wiggins.
Oh, I do know who he do look like. He do look like I know who this is.
Man, but nah, shout out to you, man. You put out a solid project, bro. Solid album, man. Continue on your production, and
Mhm.
you might have to produce some stuff for Vince and more for Mavi, because he do produce for Mavi, but him and Vince might have to hook up with him with some production because that's Strange Ways. I
Mhm.
liked how Vince sound more, like you say, energetic on there, and he been
Mhm.
giving us a lot of monotone flows as of late. So good job, man. Put out a good project, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been listening for years, man. So I support
Yeah,
you, bro.
you actually put me on, B.
Yeah,
But it's still always F you, and it will always be F you.
yeah.
You're still a bum. You still need a haircut. I don't know why you went
Mhm.
to the studio thinking you with that dusty looking afro. Yeah, but besides that, solid little project right here.
Yeah,
But we are
man.
going to be the only ones talking about this project on YouTube. So yeah, you might get a
Almost.
little bit like this. You might get a little clout. You ought to thank
Yeah,
us. Hey, if you are watching this review and you go talk to Overcast, tell them the BBC sent you. That's all I gotta
yeah,
say.
yeah.
So it might just be three people commenting
Yes.
on his stuff in general. Who in general. But yeah.
All right.
B, you got any final thoughts or closing notes on this?
A solid project, bro. That's
Okay.
it.
Same. But yeah, let us know what y'all think about this Bums project. While the Iron is Hot by Overcast down in the comment section down below. But now
Oh
B,
man.
it's time to do what we usually do, B. It's time to talk about some music. Shout out to the boy RB Reyes, man. He gave us some topics. He gave us some things that we could talk about. And I want to start off with this first one. Best 3 album runs. Oh, B.
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 I had to make a list, B.
B. I don't even have to make a list. There's so many people I could think of off the top of my head.
I had to
Because
make a
if I'm
list
not
just
going
to.
albums, I kind of want to cheat and put some mixtapes in there as well.
Ooh, see, I didn't do mixtapes. He said, did he say album run or just three?
I think he said
He
albums.
said albums, B. He couldn't do mixtapes. I couldn't
I
do
can't
it.
do mixtape. Oh, okay.
Nah, he said albums, B.
I'll
'Cause
throw a
albums-
big crit in there easily. Crit was
I think-
here, returning forever and forever and a day. God dang it!
I
Perfect
think-
3-album run.
I think doing albums is harder.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, it's harder. But I had Kanye West, of course, college dropout, late registration to graduation.
That's
DMX.
too easy, B.
It is. DMX is dark and hell is hot. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, and there was X.
There was X is not a classic album, but that was the album
It's
that people love.
It was okay album. I'm speaking this. I thought it was cool. I'm just the listed albums. I thought the first three was. I'm just saying. I thought that was a good run. What about Take Care? Nothing Was the Same. If you read this, it's too late.
But if you're reading this too late, is a mixtape.
Well, views.
Okay,
I think that's a solid run.
You cooking, B.
I think that's a solid run.
I agree. I'm with it.
Me Against the World. All Eyes on Me. Illuminati.
I think he probably agree with you too. Okay, I agree with that.
You got somebody in name?
Who? Some artist? Dang,
Like some in your head.
Honestly,
Danny Brown.
Nas.
Oh, what Nas? Oh yeah, the Nas we talked. Yeah.
There's plenty of Nas's 3-album runs if you could go with.
You gonna do Magic?
Obviously, the first 3.
But
I would do King's Disease 2, Magic, KD3 easily, especially within recent years. If I had to go Jay-Z,
I don't think he had one. It's broken up. I tried.
Yeah,
I was trying to do one. I'm like, I don't think Jay-Z got a 3-album run.
do we think Lil Wayne has one? The Carter 1, 2, and 3.
I tried to do that, but he has my Like Father Like Son before Carter 3.
We counting albums that got mixed in as well. I mean, collabs.
Well, we could do 1 through 3 then, if you didn't want to.
What about Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 1, 2, and Indica?
Nah, Indica was okay, but I couldn't give it to him. B.
You don't think so? I
don't think it was
going
a run
back
like
to Indica.
I like Indica, but I don't know. It just because he had some stuff in between all that to be like with the Wizard and all that stuff.
Okay.
So
okay. How about this one? Trap Music, Urban Legend, and King by T.I.
Hell no. You know I ain't a T.I. guy. Jeezy got one though. Thug Motivation 101, 102 in a recession. That's a cold run, B.
Okay, fine. Ludacris. I recently had an episode on the Dark Side of Ludacris. Was it Back for the First Time? Word of Mouth. Which one was it? Chicken and Beer, or was it? I think it was Chicken and Beer that was next. But yeah, those 3.
Yeah, you can have that one. Only Ludacris album I had was Chicken and Beer. Chicken and Beer is
Cardi B.
Cardi, oh yeah, from self-titled
to Playboy,
Starlit to a Whole Lot Red. Yeah, that's a run.
Oh, I'm in there. What about Future?
I couldn't find one with him for me.
Nah, I could find one easily. I could
probably
find multiple. How? DS2. We counting collabs or no?
Count them. What you got?
What a Time to Be Alive and Ego.
Hell no, man. Come on, B. Come on,
B. Future
B.
did
What a
his
Time
thing
to Be
on that
Alive is
project.
not good, B. Come on, B. Be real. That thing is not good.
No, B. That's good. That was good. What are you talking about?
All right, bro. All right. Schoolboy Q. Habits and Contradictions. Oxymoron. Blank Face.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got another
one. If we could go Schoolboy Q. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, hold up. You got another one for Schoolboy?
No. No. I was about to go
Absol?
Black Hippie rap. No, I was about to go Kendrick. That's the easiest.
That's the easiest one. Easy.
Do we count Section 80?
You could, and that'll make it 2. It'll make him have 2 runs.
2.
Yeah. Because I'm saying if you want to start a
Good Kid, Mad City, and Remember Butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2 separate runs.
Yeah, 2 separate runs.
I thought you meant like they were like the ones that we included are not included in the next one.
No. Then you can go, from Damn all the way down to Damn. Those 3.
Yeah.
Those 3 albums.
No. I agree with you. Do. I agree with you.
I got Tyler, Flower Boy, Igor, and if Call Me If You Get Lost.
Call Me If You Get Lost. Okay.
Hey, that's.
But then you could do Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, or Chromacopia.
You could, but I think that's the more powerful run. The Flower Boy, Igor to Call Me If You Get Lost. Chromacopia is dope, but I think those 3 albums are better, in my opinion.
Now let me look. Okay.
I did Scarface. I did Scarface too, B.
That's too
The,
easy.
the diary. Yeah, it is. It's really easy. What did I talk about the Danny Brown one? Triple X O Strawson Expedition.
Oh, those are 3 albums?
That's 3 albums in a row, B.
Jesus.
That's insane.
Jesus. I tried to see if Freddie Gibbs had one.
Freddie got some, bro. Yes.
3 album runs?
Yes.
We count collabs?
Yes, they albums.
Well,
You know, he do
collabs with the album?
collabs. He do collabs.
What's the
Could
3
you
album
do
run
that?
you count?
Hold on, let me look real quick. I didn't put
Because
it
I'm
in there.
looking. Because if so, then Fetty, Bandana, and Alfredo, okay, you got me.
Yeah, okay, that's the one I'll be thinking of then. That'll be the ring.
That has to be it because I know you're not putting Freddie in there.
Nah.
He has no bad albums.
I like
know
Freddie,
you're not
but yeah.
you not putting Freddie in a 3 album run like that.
I did Outkast too, B. They first 3, easy.
Of course, easy. Sure, you could do
Tri-
that last 3 outside
Yeah.
of Idlewild. If you really want.
Tribe Called Quest first 3. I did Redman, What the Album, There's a Dark Side, and Muddy Waters.
Oh
That's
yeah.
a good 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, B, I know you a big fan of J. Cole's 3 album run from
No.
Come on, B. 2014 Forest Hills Drive for Your Eyes Only and KOD.
No.
You said that was all you.
Bro, Lupe could have had one without lasers, bro. He was started off good,
Mm-hmm.
but lasers.
What was in between lasers?
No, the first two. Food and Liquor and
Food and Liquor, the Cool.
yeah, and then lasers.
No, I meant what's after lasers. What's the one that's after lasers? Food and Liquor too.
Yeah.
I thought people was mixed on that one.
No, but I'm saying he don't have one. I'm saying if lasers never existed, he could have had a 3.
No,
I
I thought people was mixed on Food and Liquor too.
Yeah, it was cool. It wasn't bad. But I'm saying if lasers wasn't there and he put out something that he wanted to put out, he said, the label was pushing a lot of the like poppy records. Maybe he could have done something with the 3rd project. He could have had one.
Time. I think it's
What?
time. UGK, Riding Dirty, Dirty Money, Underground Kings. I'm sorry, B. All
Yeah,
fire
that's a good
albums.
one. That's a good one. I didn't think of that one.
Yeah, there's plenty that I could really go off of because I'm just going through my Spotify. As soon as I see the person, Justin Timberlake. No, it's not hip hop. Justified, Future Sex Love Sounds,
Mhm.
and 2020.
And 20, yeah.
I'm trying to see. Larry Jones don't have one. You already said Drake.
I didn't do a Currency one like for albums because he got a lot of
Weeknd.
mixtapes I love.
Oh yeah,
The Weeknd, the trilogy, but those
I knew
mixtapes.
you'd say that.
Yeah, but even
What
though I
would
don't
you
like
take out of his-
Thursday. I
out of
don't like
his last-
Thursday.
It's House of Balloons Thursday. What's the other one? Weekends of Silence or something. like that?
Echoes of Silence.
Echoes of Silence. Honestly, if I really wanted to, I could do. Could I do Rick Ross? I could do Rick Ross.
See, I was about to do Rick Ross, but I didn't look. I was like, what, Teflon Don?
Teflon Don, God Forgives I Don't, Mastermind.
Eh.
I wanted to do Trilla, Deeper Than Rap, and Teflon Don, but I don't
Mhm.
like Deeper Than Rap like that. I think it was a bit inconsistent for me.
Yeah.
For me, I know some people like that though.
I wanted to do Ghostface, but I don't know how. Okay, you have Iron Man,
mhm.
Supreme Clientele, and I
Mhm.
think the 3rd one was
Was it Fish Scale?
No, Fish Scale was after this. I can't.
Oh, that would have been a nice 3 album run.
What's the other? What's the other album? I'm blanking. Let me see. I just want to make sure real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What's the album? I like
Does Rock
the
have a 3 album run?
Rock Marcy. Hell
Mhm.
yeah,
You sure?
Rock Marciano, bro. Everything's a run.
Someone said he's still on it.
Oh, it was bulletproof wallets. I almost said Gucci wallets. See, bulletproof wallets. Damn, it could be because I actually kind of like that one. It's been a while since I listened to it, but from what I remember, I like bulletproof wallets. But I don't know. I just think good because I don't think it's like a. I think it's a mixed. I think people mixed on that album.
So, B, if you had to go mixtapes, who would you do? What would you do?
It's a Big Critter being in joint for sure. His first 3 is crazy.
Fact.
Damn, Currency got a good amount.
Mhm.
I don't even know where to start with him.
What about Wale?
Wale had a run
Kendrick did too.
with mixtapes.
Overly Dedicated, Section 80, and then
Section 80 album, bro. I'm sorry. What else you would have counted?
We
What else would you would have? Nah, what else? Oh, you talking about
Oh,
mixtape mixed
like
with
mixing
albums?
the
Nah, I
albums,
thought you were
yeah,
talking about mixtape.
mixing the runs.
I thought you were talking about the mixtape run.
Oh,
Cause
just
I'm
solo
switch.
mixtapes.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was talking about.
Oh,
Cause
little
I
brother.
what mixtape run?
Nah, album run.
Nah, they only got first two to me are like the
You didn't
ones.
like Get Back?
I like Get Back, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, it ain't to me that wouldn't. I don't know, bro. It just,
I
not
can't
saying
say
it's
Travis
bad, but
Scott.
like a run is different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Get Back's cool, but Get Back not made a large watch. Get Back's not the listening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though
Yeah.
like we can, even like with Nas, right? I Am cool album, but I think we're giving some people some leeway. Because if you think of a run, because Kanye run, the three albums, they three classics. Lil Brother first two classics to me. But if we ain't doing classic run, a lot of these people I probably would knock off the list. Not a lot,
Oh
but I
yeah,
knock
yeah.
Drake
No, no,
off.
no.
I knock Drake off easy.
I don't like how you said that, but all right, go ahead.
I'm just saying I'm giving them leeway. I'm giving some people leeway because they put out an okay album.
So then, would you do the same for Scarface? He don't have many classics.
What you mean?
He don't have many classics.
The Diary, The Untouchables, my homies. Come on, man. Get
They're
out of
all
here.
classics, B.
To me. But
Uh,
Tupac got the classics. Redman got a three. So if we
what about Project Pat?
no.
Denny Green.
No.
What, Mister
It's a
Mister Don't
dope.
Play and
Yeah,
laying the SmackDown? B,
those are
no.
classics to me. But I'm saying if you want to take that, oh, they not classics, right? Because some people would say they
Oh
classics.
no, I'm doing three
No, look,
album
look, look.
run.
Ice Cube, American Most Wanted, Death
Oh,
Certificate, and The Predator. And
oh,
Lethal Injection, that's four. That's a four album
oh,
run. Like that's
oh. Wait. So then technically, Kanye got a 4 album run too, though. Or
yeah,
five
Kanye,
album,
bro, Kanye got like a five album.
5 album.
If we being
Yeah,
real. If
yeah.
we being real.
From College Dropout all the way to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
But did I
Not
bring
many
up the De
artists
La
have that.
Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising? You can even do De La
Mhm.
Soul is Dead, Balloon Mind State, and Stakes is High. Fire.
Mm.
I'm actually playing Stakes is High. I was playing that earlier. It's in the background.
What about MF Doom?
Oh yeah, of course. It's
Yeah,
an easy one. That's easy.
yeah.
You got what? Operations Doomsday, Food, and Mad Villainy.
Mm-hmm. Too
He
easy.
too easy.
I'm trying to see who else would have a 3 album run. I
It's
mean, Run the Jewels 1, 2, and 3.
yeah. I thought about them too, but I thought that was easy as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm blanking now. I was trying to go off the head, and I had to go look at artists on like my on Apple Music and be like, okay, what's they list? What's they list?
Look, people about to come in the comments. They about to name a buttload, and we were like, why didn't we think of that?
Yeah, because I could name some Billy Woods ones. I say Mike got a cold 3 album run. Like I could name some current ones, I believe, but I
Oh,
wouldn't
go
say
ahead.
they classics. You
No,
know.
but we could do 3 album run. Like, okay, all these albums is firing on all cylinders, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
okay, thank you. Because I'm trying to think. Could we do that with Wiz Khalifa? Does he have a 3 album
Mixtape.
or 3 project run in anything?
You could say
If we're
Cushion
going
Orange
strictly
Juice,
mixtape, if we're going
Cushion
strictly
Orange
mixtapes,
Juice,
yeah,
Cabin Fever to Taylor Dice,
Taylor, all
right?
the dice, yeah.
That's a crazy one.
Mm-hmm.
All three of them projects was fire.
But I don't. I really think the weekend has a solid. I think the weekend has a solid last 3. With After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow. I've been listening to a lot of Dawn FM lately, like a lot this week.
For real. I say
I've
yeah.
been going
This
back to it. Does Michael Jackson have a 3 album run from Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad?
most definitely. But we keep it in hip hop. We keep it in hip
Yeah, I
hop.
know. Hey, he's hip hop
Come on,
too.
I could. Hey,
Come on,
come
B.
on,
He's hip
man.
hop. Offset dressed like him in his last album. He's hip hop, B.
No, but nah, I think that's pretty much all the ones I could think of. Right
I'm
now.
trying to go. I'm just going down the list, B. I'm trying to see if I can find more people. But I don't think I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
see. Dom Kennedy don't have one. Does the game have one?
No, what's the
The documentary
the
Doctor's Advocate
yeah,
and
Doctor's Advocate is not good to me. I'm sorry. The
Someone said on my
documentaries.
timeline that was a classic recently, and I'm like,
I don't know.
when was Doctor's Advocate a classic?
Uh-uh.
He
I
didn't
have
have much
problems
else to
calling.
enjoy.
Hey, I have problems calling the documentary classic now since revisiting that joint.
Mm.
All the freaking name drops.
Come on, B. You say you like it when he talks about his affiliations. I mean,
Mm-mm.
really, if you want to go through 3 album run. Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
What's you gonna say,
I'm
boy?
gonna put Yeet up in there. The
B, that's what I'm
goat.
saying. B, at this point, we stretching, bro. That's why I'm like, oh. You talking about some Yeet? Uzi got a mixtape, right?
Love is Rage.
He got a 3 mixtape, right?
That's what I'm saying. Love is
Yeah.
Rage. Lil Uzi Vert versus the World in the Perfect Love Tape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's fire. No, that's fire.
Oh, I
Does
kicked
Master
some.
Ace have a little run?
Master A's got a run, but it's like those like I'm trying to think of some people like at that point I can pick up some super
What about
underground people.
Gangstar?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they first 3 wet. Oh yeah, the Gangstar one. I forgot to put that.
Mhm.
That was ones I thought about, but I didn't put it on the list. Yeah, Gangstar has one most definitely.
Yeah, and we definitely can't do collective because Wu Tang will be probably smacking somebody upside the head with
Most
those.
definitely. But now
Uh,
Gangstar most definitely have one, bro. Dog hard to earn. Come on, bro. Daily operations and moment of truth. Oh yeah. You can
mm,
go step in the well, step in the arena is cool too. It's a classic. Damn, that's a long
yeah.
album.
See if I start putting in mixtapes included with the albums.
It's a long run.
There's some three runs that I could easily put up in there probably.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I'm not finding anymore. Not in my look. I have to start stretching and start saying some R. Kelly or something.
That's what I'm saying. See now we going in treacherous territories. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah, but shoot, I'll really put a Nipsey up in there if I wanted to. But
Hey,
y'all let us know some
man.
3 album runs in the description. I mean, in the comment section down below, because if I start going, I'm gonna start stretching some stuff and I'm gonna start showing my bias.
Most
Let us know in the
definitely.
comments down below. Now, shout out to RB Rays again. We got another topic. Is hip hop still a voice for the voiceless, or is it too commercialized? I was like, that's an interesting topic.
Is it interesting?
I think so because there's a few underground acts that we have, and I wouldn't
Hmm.
necessarily say voiceless. Those who, what's the best way I could say it? I would say, what is the best way I could say it? Because the best example I give is like, there's artists like a D2X, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Who I would say is the voiceless, the kid, kind of like from Chicago, that doesn't fit the
Hmm.
normal stereotype of the drill music, kind of
Hmm.
does the introspective, very lyrical, but very grounded sense, kind of like a Big Crit as well, right? Versus
Hmm.
something that's too commercialized. That's easy. Most trap music nowadays, Drake, any artist that really play the game now when it comes to streaming and stuff like that.
Uh, I've been saying this since we've been doing the show. B
Hmm.
Hip hop always been commercial. It always been
Ever since,
sold.
what'd you say? Ever since Run DMC?
Now, even before, ever since freaking what's the first track? What's the Rapper's Delight? Ever since the first freaking hip hop track that
Why
was
would you say
charted,
that?
because it was
Oh, because it
always
charted.
money involved. It charted. It was
Oh,
already the big business. It was already the people. It was always commercialized. It always been. We never gatekeep hip hop.
hmm.
It never got
And you think
gatekept.
that's the problem with why?
Yeah. The closest thing you could get from it being for the voiceless was when it was nobody else worried about what those niggas was doing in the projects and in the Bronx or all of in New York at the time. That's probably but once you get any commercial success, it's over. It's a wrap. Once you let any entity in when it comes to the company the labels, it's no longer is gonna be gatekept. It's no longer gonna be a voice for the voiceless. If you want to think about like, okay, yeah, we have artists like you said, D2X. We got the guys that's really about hip hop, like Rome Streets, blah blah blah. But they still want their money.
Hmm.
It's no such thing to me as a artist
An art
that's
that's just purely about the art
yeah,
and nothing
nah,
more.
mm-mm,
Because you got to make some
nah, bro.
sacrifices here and there. Because you still got to market
You,
it. You
you
still got to brand it.
you gotta compromise when it comes to this stuff. And I feel like with hip hop or any other like hip hop, black people in general, we we put ourselves up into this high standard, bro, that it kind of hurts us. It set us up for failure. Like we can never achieve these unachievable things. Hip hop will never be able to be gatekept. It's too late. It's been too late. Nigga, you gonna have to go back and destroy and rebuild it. You gonna have to go back to 72 or whenever it started
But how would
to be
you
like,
destroy
yo,
and rebuild something like hip hop?
no, you can't. I'm saying it's something we can't do. That's why I
But
use
that's the
that.
only way that could. Okay,
That's the
so
only
you're
way.
saying
They don't say it'll never
it
happen.
can't
It'll
happen.
never it'll never happen. It's too late. And it's just gonna get worse from here. We talked about the streaming era, all these different eras. Now we going into the AI era. We got AI making videos of people that don't even exist, using faces. Like you can just, you know, type in
Then we got the
type in
AI
something.
rapper a year or two ago.
And we got some out here now. We got them out here now. So I understand the conversation, but I think the voiceless, I think it's once
I
hip
think the
hop.
quick. I think for me, like a resurgence of that kind of happened with the kids during the SoundCloud era, a bit to a degree where it's like you could be quirky, you could be weird, and you didn't have to. Because the quick, I mean, the only way, the closest, that's the word I was looking for, Jesus. The closest I
Mm,
can say to that is something like that where you had the quirky, weird kids that was very eccentric and a lot basically the mumble rap era. That's the last era I say would kind of have something like that. Like a Yachty. A Yachty is a big example of that where I
I don't
wouldn't
get
say
it.
voiceless, but more so ostracized, outcasted kids. The people that didn't
Well, like
fit
the
the
De La
mold.
Souls, the De La
Mhm.
Souls, the Jungle
That's what I'm
Brothers.
saying. The latest that we had of that was during that era.
Mm-mm.
Why don't you
Nah,
think so?
I don't. I just because I don't see the correlation of voiceless from them.
That's what I'm saying. It's not voiceless, but more so like those that felt outcasted or ostracized, different, weird.
Mm-mm.
Because who was representing stuff like Yachty kind of was during that time during mumble rap.
If so, you're saying I think hip hop embraces everyone. If you want to say embracing, but you adding like being commercialized, being in there, that's what got me. That's what got my thought process off. Because if you're thinking about
Hmm.
people that hip hop embraces everything, it's room for everything. But we
Hmm.
bring commercialized. We all want to make money. We all here. You want to make some money off your art. So even with Lil Yachty and them, they want to be big and make money off their stuff. I remember he banned they bro. You know how many Lil Yachty mixes I had back in 2015? Man, he took them down over like man, Lil Yachty. But oh SoundCloud. But but what I'm saying is I'm speaking in the aspect. I'm speaking in the aspect of like someone that's speaking for the people that's not being heard. Some people that's because like you can't really mention like talk about like Palestine and all this type of stuff like speaking for the voiceless people. Hip hop being that.
So kind of
Uh,
like Belly did last
yeah,
year.
yeah. When you say stuff like yeah, like Belly speaking for his people, stuff like that, right? But when you know how like when Lupe was doing that back in the day, like his career kind of went down. A lot of people not used to like doing stuff like that. I'm saying they don't want to compromise their future with speaking on things like that. Like Lil
Hmm.
Yachty wasn't doing that. They were just on there talking about how many niggas you know getting straight off the boat. And like one night, highlight. They wasn't doing nothing for the voiceless. They weren't speaking for the voiceless. You know what I'm saying?
I would think that it was like for the kids at that time. The kids that felt weird, felt ostracized, the kids that felt like they didn't relate to the rappers. Because the closest I can say that is like a Drake, for an example.
B,
Kanye doing
B,
808s.
B. Bro, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, we know who the main majority of hip hop listeners are and the consumers are. They're white. None of the people they listen to speaks for them. Uh, Music can be escapism as well. Some people don't want to listen for the voiceless. Some people want to escape from what they're dealing with and want to. It's like video games. Sometimes you just want to escape reality, go into a different world. That's why a lot
Mhm.
of people that consume hip hop that don't even look like us, they don't have to. They experience our world from movies, from music. They don't actually have to be there.
Live
So
in it.
yeah, yeah. So nah, hip hop ain't for that, bro. And Lil Yachty to me, what I understand what you're saying, but what I think RB is trying to say, I don't think it's Lil Yachty to me. I could be wrong. I don't think
Mhm.
it's that. But
That's how I read it. Because, like I said, to me, it's one of those things where it's like you kind of represent a space in hip hop that not many rappers obviously are included in that space.
Yeah,
That's the best way to say it.
but
Like a
yeah,
very niche audience, basically, kind of.
gotta understand this too. Yes, hip hop still could be homophobic. It can still be have misogynistic, practices and things like that. But we gotta understand it's also, even though hip hop is like one of the most embracive cultures, even in genres as well. And think about how it is now, where we have openly, people part of LGBT in hip hop, and that a lot of straight hip hop artists embrace themselves in different ways now. You got rappers that wear dresses, paint their nails, they do all type
Queer
of stuff.
baiting,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
that boy I used to pay say.
I'm just saying they do a lot of stuff like that now. I feel like the voices is here. I feel like it's like when we was growing up, being a nerd wasn't cool. But now
Yeah,
being a nerd is cool. Everybody's a
yeah.
nerd. It's niggas now saying that they was a nerd back then. I'm like, bro, you wasn't a nerd. Nigga, you wasn't. I knew you. You didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to be a nerd. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
being a nerd is cool now. Like, so it is what it is. You always been who you was, B. I know like most of my life. You
Mm-hmm.
always been who you was. Some
Mm-hmm.
people out here faking it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like what I'm saying is like hip hop now, I feel like if you want to put it in that aspect, I feel like it's still for the voices, but it's commercialized as well. You know what I mean? It's
So do you
like
think that it can ever be, besides the kids that are underground that are trying to make it, do you ever feel like it can be anybody for the voiceless?
hip hop. Nah, I think it's
Do
too
we
gone
do
now.
how about this then? Better way to phrase it. Do people care about the underdog struggle or story anymore?
I don't think so, B. I
I
don't think we
Do you think we're
do.
too far past that?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you one example. This is my analogy.
Mhm.
You're not into sports. You don't watch the NBA, right? If you look at a lot of the up and coming NBA players, bro, they come from two parent backgrounds. They went to like
They
they
ain't had to
followed
get
the
out the mud,
they
B.
followed the AAU circuit. They all like suburban kids went to private schools. Like it's you don't have that rough and gruff like that storyline. Like with
Mhm.
hip hop, we getting all those gritty storylines from the OGs that was locked up, and now they rapping like the Benny the Butchers, the West Side Guns, the Conways, the 38
Mhm.
Specials. They did time. They still have the storyline. But with the up and coming kids, it's pretty much like that fever dream that white kid had on Reddit when he said, "Man, what if in the next 20, 15 years that hip hop is also it's the average rapper is a suburban white kid." You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
like um I don't think that it can happen, B. I think we're in a point now where a lot of people is being accepted. Most people are coming from, they're coming from good backgrounds, which is good. It's like with the NBA, bro. Like people like, dang, man, what a single mother's at. Say what I need that single mother athlete. That's how the NBA wanted, though. They want this story. Like, yeah, his dad was locked up, but his mom brought him the promise. But now you see mom and dad at the NBA draft. You're like, damn it.
Looking healthy and old.
Yeah,
They
yeah, we
about to
need
live to
that.
100.
Yeah. So like the hip hop now, it's for the voiceless, I guess, but it's commercialized, B. When I was talking about like just being authentic, being you, and also having like you can don't have to compromise your artistic integrity. That's why I was thinking about the voiceless, but I feel like you can't do that because it's gonna be some compromise in there. Like Lil Baby said, "Hey yo, what does Lil Baby said on that boy? Whole career went down. What would he say about
Oh, the
not Lil Baby,
baby.
the baby? What would he say? Shout out to the
He
gay
said
folk
something about, oh
or something like
yeah.
that. What he say? He said
No,
something
no,
about
he
that.
said something crazy. He said, dang, it was something. What did he say? He said something about sucking meat in the car or
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like, I hope that, yeah. Well,
The
you,
baby homophobic line.
hey, bro, bro.
Dang, I'm
Even
trying
though
to.
I know this, though, like what I'm saying, it don't. uh it's kind of contradicting like what I'm saying about like being embracing, but I'm saying I know I already said we still have a little homophobic, we still got a little misogynistic, but I
Mhm.
feel like that it's at the point where it's like people want their money, B.
Facts.
Some people not
Facts.
willing to do
The
it.
baby,
How much they
the
think?
baby done
How
retracted them statements since then.
facts? How much they think Kendrick is so bro? Kendrick, a lot of his politics is so flawed. Some of his ideologies are so flawed, but people think that he's just he's speaking to the people. Like, nah, bro,
But
this
B,
boy
he's a savior of
is
hip hop. That's what they say.
Yeah. I'm like, man, y'all just don't understand, man. He has to compromise as well, bro. I'm surprised
Which I
Kendrick got
don't
off
fault
saying
him
he was
for.
a Hebrew Israelite in Damn album. Boy, I started laughing when I saw that. I remember when that album came out, I was like, boy, said, don't call me black no more. I'm an Israelite. I was like, no, please don't fall down
He
that.
said he's transracial, B. He said he's transracial. Just like Nowsy.
Oh my God. But no, man, I think hip hop is too commercialized for the voiceless to speak, especially at the level that, most hip hop artists want to be at. How much they want to disagree with it. Come on, bro. We got examples like Ab Soul, that's someone that's the rapper's favorite rapper that wants to have some mainstream success, wants to have awards. Like how
Hmm.
much you can say, "Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that." Nah, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
Nice little addition to that resume.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all let us know if hip hop is still a voice for the voiceless for some, or is it too
Hmm.
commercialized? Let us know in the comment section down below. But B, we got one more topic to hit.
Yeah.
Complex recently released their best 50 LA rappers of all time list. Now, I screenshotted this somewhere so that way I could pull it up later.
Hmm.
Because, as usual with Complex, they always give a criteria for their list. But as soon as old heads or just many people on social media see the list, they get mad. I like to look for the criteria to see what they're judging this based off of. B, can I read the criteria to you?
Please read it.
Putting this list together wasn't easy. LA is a transplant town, a city of dreams which attracts aspiring artists of all kinds. So, what qualifies someone as an LA rapper? For this list, it's an artist who creatively came to life in the city and reflects its ethos in their music. And by LA, we mean LA County. That's why some big names didn't make the cut. Tupac might seem like an LA rapper, but he only lived in the city for a couple of months. And although he had some big hits under the Death Row banner, he was a fully formed platinum selling artist by the time California Love came out. The genius DOC was already making music in Dallas as part of the Fila Fresh crew before he came to LA. Meanwhile, rappers like Exhibit, Corrupt, and Lady of Rage all made their names in LA's rap scene, despite the fact that they didn't grow up in the city. So, spoiler alert, they are on the list. Because I know some people was like, why isn't Tupac on the list? Which I'm
I
just
didn't.
like,
People saying that.
some people was, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, why are y'all so fixated on
That
Tupac
criteria,
getting?
that criteria didn't help nothing with this list.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, so here's more criteria. Dang. Dang. Okay, we stuck to three core principles when sorting our ranking. One, skill as a hip hop artist. Two, strength of catalog, and three, commercial impact and lasting influence. And they said by skill we mean the entire rap package: delivery, presence, pen game, and overall artistry. Since hip hop is an audio medium and we don't have access to notebooks, we didn't penalize rappers who've used ghostwriters.
Be they lying, bro. Excuse my French, bro. That criteria didn't even work, bro. They got Draco the Ruler at 24 over Ab Soul, over Will I Am or somebody. If you want to, whatever you want to pick it from influence or commercial success, these niggas just threw people together, bro. They probably put lists into like a scrambling website and like form a list.
Oh
Nobody
no!
thought about this
What
list.
what I thought about how they did the list was they was just naming West Coast artists off the top of their head, and they was just putting them from one and just going up from there.
B, come on, this is bad. You, bro, having B, this is
Blueface is right next to Blueby, 50
B,
and 49.
B.
You know how insane that is? Number one for the people that's watching or listening is Kendrick. Two is
Hmm.
Snoop Dogg. Three is Ice Cube. Four is Dr. Dre. Five is Tyler Creator. Six is DJ Quick. Seven is Ice T. Eight is Be Real. Nine is Easy E. 10 is Nipsey Hussle.
Bro, Nipsey shouldn't be sniffing the top 10, bro. The
The
hell
game
wrong
is
with
number 11.
B? The game should be in the top five. Cube should be number two. If you like, think about commercial success, penmanship, culture influence.
B, we know
You might,
penmanship isn't really a thing
yes,
because
bro.
they
They
said they
hell,
include ghostwriters.
they got Fat Lip at 39. Blue, they got Blue at 49. But look, having Ice Cube, like Snoop Dogg don't have a catalog. Like if you want to do catalog of work, Ice Cube beats him out. Culture, if
Yes.
you want to even do cultural
Relevancy?
relevancy, Snoop, yes, that probably puts him at two. But if you want to do like if you want to have like Be Real in the top 10, I understand. Exhibit, Corrupt, I get you. But MC8, I understand MC8. I love, hey, Men's Society. Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie. If we're going off of their criteria,
Bro, Tiger
just
should
their
have been
criteria,
higher then.
Doja Cat should have been higher. She should have been top 10 if we're going by that criteria, B.
B, they being nasty.
But even still, I probably even wouldn't put Doja Cat in here like that. Because they say we're not including singers like Nate Dogg and Ty Dolla $ign. I'm like, so then why is Doja in here?
Why Doja Cat in here, bro? She shouldn't be in the list.
Roddy Ricch should be higher.
Bro,
because he has cultural relevancy with the
I
box.
like 03 Greedo, bro, but why is 03 Greedo number 30, bro? How is 03 Greedo over Razcast? How is 03 Greedo over Absol? Even King
03
Cricket.
Greedo is over Blue. Blue has one of the most classic projects. I mean, and most impactful, influential projects in hip hop.
B, they list didn't mean nothing, B. That criteria they did, it didn't prove anything.
Well, I hate to say it like this. They've written the reason for each rapper down. Which rapper you want to hear, B? Of why
No way. Nipsey. Nipsey should be on the list.
I'm on Blue right now.
Do Blue. Then.
Why they belong on the list. Very prolific rapper with incredible skill. He also released one of the greatest underground rap albums of all time, Below the Heavens. Commercial success. One album with Exiled appeared on the R&B and hip hop charts. Important songs. Dancing in the Rain with Exile. The World is Below the Heavens with Exile and Hours. And he said that, and they say that Blue straddles the line between underground and mainstream. He is quick to big up other influences like Common too. His breakthrough 20. Yeah.
That chat GBT ass response, bro. They using AI, bro. This is an AI list. They probably put this list in freaking Vivo, whatever that Google 2 VO, whatever it is, bro.
Dom Kennedy is 19. All right, you said go to Nipsey. Nipsey Hussle, why they belong on the list. Entrepreneurial and innovative. He became one of the most impactful LA rappers from the city due to contributions on and off wax. Commercial success, 9 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, 5 albums on Billboard 200, with one peaking at number 2, one album certified double platinum. To talk about greatest rappers from Los Angeles without naming Nipsey Hussle is to miss the heartbeat of the city. Nip was special. He used to rap as a vehicle to educate, elevate, and really put the city on game. They got more, but it's like, do I really need to read more?
I love
my favorite West Coast rapper of all time.
And I love Nipsey. He close. I understand that, but they gotta understand a lot of his stuff was flawed too. When it comes to a lot of his but I ain't gonna get into that. a lot of the economics he was spitting wasn't. But
they really said that ghostwriting. We don't care if you had a ghostwriter.
So Dr. Dre's number 4. Well, they might well put Dr. Dre at number 1 then.
Yeah, if that's the case. So that means Kendrick should be 2. Yeah.
Man, you might as well put
driving force behind 3 all-time Pantheon level rap albums. He should be number 1. Look, this is recency bias at its finest. And y'all don't even go by y'all own goddamn rules.
Bro, F this list, bro. I've never really been, bro. I didn't even read the
criteria?
I can't even think the criteria, right? Because I knew it was gonna be some BS. I just knew it. I could tell just from the list, like, I don't know why this list pissed me off when I seen it. Because first I saw people talking about it, but I didn't look at the list. Then I looked at the list and I was like, no freaking way. This is a bad list, bro. This is a bad list, bro.
Because
do King T, B. I want to what they say about King T.
What number is that?
King T is number 16.
16?
Yeah.
All right. YG is right in front of him. King T. Why he belongs on this list. A pioneering figure in gangster rap. Founder and leader of the influential Liquid Crew. Commercial success. 4 albums charted on the Billboard 200. A true architect of West Coast hip hop, King T remains a foundational figure from Compton. He debuted in 1988, showcasing a distinctive deep voice, a laid-back yet commanding flow, and a sharp sense of humor. More than just an acclaimed MC, he played a vital mentorship role, helping shape the careers of artists like Exhibit and the Alcoholics. He even reached the East Coast, B. He said Notorious Biggie reportedly studied his flow while crafting Ready to Die. That's why he's 16.
I know who King T is, but I ain't from LA, so I guess I'm gonna just stop, bro.
But do you think you have to be from a city to rate it like this? Speaking from, because we're obviously speaking from outside in, we're speaking from most people, so that's most people that are not.
But I'm just saying, if you want to put King T at 16, right? if you want to say that and you want to put all his cultural relevancy and his how much he impacted the West Coast hip hop, why the hell is Dr. Dre not number one then? Why Easy ain't number two or something? Because at that point, these people pioneered the whole thing mostly. Like they took it with Ice T, because Ice T got it from Philly, the whole gangster rap stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, if y'all gonna use this list, like Kendrick shouldn't even. And I'm not have no problem with Kendrick being one, but I'm just saying Kendrick should be probably five then. Tyler Creator should be like not even a 10, unless
Yeah.
y'all just using
Top
culture,
20.
unless y'all just doing successful stuff. I don't get it. I don't know. This list pissed me off. That's why I
Because
don't
see,
like
the
this.
thing is, when you make a list like this, I hate to say like this, you got to put the forefathers in the front. You
Hmm.
got to put the Ice T's up there, the Ice Cubes, Easy
Hmm.
E's, Dr. Dre's, Snoop. You got DJ Quicks. If
Hmm.
that's the case, then no new rapper should be in top five. Top 10, maybe, but at the end of that 10.
Yeah.
The game not being in top 10 is the most
It's
criminal thing on here, though.
this man had the West Coast on his back for what, like 5 years or something?
Uh-huh. Look, that big old gap from who? The big old gap from Snoop and Dre to him, and then the blog era. That
Hey,
boy
ho,
had that.
hey, did that nigga Glasses Malone make the list?
That's disrespectful.
Bro, Glasses Malone didn't
Uh,
make the list?
uh, oh no, then they actually got something right for once then.
No,
You
Glasses
saw who?
Malone out on the list,
Yeah,
bro.
nah, he's not. I don't see him unless he's under a different name.
Nah, bro, I don't see Glasses Malone.
I don't see him either. It's still
Dang,
crazy to me that Blue is up there with Blueface.
that's so sick. They got Draco the Ruler before Blue, bro.
Like Blue should be at least top 20.
At least, bro. They got
At least
they
because
got
of how influential and impactful he is to the culture in itself.
off Absol rapping ability alone.
That puts him down. That puts him in top 25. Rapping ability alone. But if
Then
we
they
were
want
just judging rapping ability, how would you construct this list be?
totally different.
Kendrick. Who would be number one for you?
Out of rapping, I might put Kendrick and
I'll put
put
Kendrick at one. I'll
I
put
put
Ab at
Kendrick on
two.
one, Absol at like two, yeah. Cube
Tyler
at like
Creator's top 10. Game is top
I
10.
put Cube at three, Game at like four, Razcast at probably five. I probably had Razcast
What
insane.
about Earl?
Earl up there too. He'll be top 10 if it come rapping. Exhibit will be up there.
Yeah.
I'll be in there too. Corrupt dope rapper.
What about Blue?
Fat Lip dope too. Blue up there too, top 10. Damn, did I put more than 10 people in there?
Maybe.
Nah, LA got some dope rappers, bro. It's just this is crazy. This is what they call it, blasphemous.
Yes. Nah, that's crazy. They put Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Easy in there. Hey, MC Ren, 21.
Like he wasn't writing Dr. Dre rhymes either.
Oh
Shoot.
my God. Now that's crazy. But yeah, I think that's about. I know you know who Murs is
Yeah,
and all that.
Murs dope. Yeah.
Well, you've listened to him. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
who he is, but I never listened to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Evidence, King Cricket or Cricket Eye for some. Draco the Ruler being 24 is insanity. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
crazy. I would have Roddy Rich over Draco. Even though Draco did like, he had his own flow, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, bro,
Yeah, but see, B, they're picking and choosing because okay, Draco the Ruler, he might be more influential than Roddy Rich, but if we're going off influence, then Blue should be higher than Draco the Ruler.
mhm, I don't
I
know,
don't get where they picking and choosing where they want. And then Will I Am, he has probably one of the biggest commercial successes with the Black Eyed Peas.
bro. Mhm.
Solo wise, okay, yeah, get it. But
Black Eyed Peas, that boy's out of there. He's out of here
he's
when it comes to the culture, the
cultural
commercial success.
relevancy, commercial success.
Hmm.
Like, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing on this list? But yeah, this list is insanity.
Get
But
him out of
yeah,
here, bro.
facts. But
Complex need to be locked in a room and beat
mhm,
like a slave right now. Nah, bro. They tripping, bro. This is a bad list. This is probably one of the worst lists I've seen in the recent
yeah,
years.
from an actual
Like source. But these,
company. Yeah.
yeah, it's
It's like
I,
y'all, but they're getting what they want, be engagement.
that's what
We
lists
be
do,
talking about
bro.
it.
Let's make some engagement.
Yeah,
God damn it.
this list is horrendous though. This list is really horrendous.
It's a
Putting
bad list.
YG up that high, but having certain people I get he has commercial success, but it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let him
Like,
have it, man.
all right, man.
Let him
But
have it, B.
this list is horrible. Y'all let us know what y'all think about this list down in the comment section down below. But this has been another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture, B.
Mm-hmm.
You got any final thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
My final thought is, like I say, keep music creative, man. You know what I'm saying? Become the voice of the voiceless, I guess. But
That's us,
also
B.
compromise a little bit because you gotta get those clicks. But yeah, that's my closing statement, man.
My closing statement, Kirko Bangz, discount them prices. Brother man, discount the prices.
B, you know what we should do?
What?
Can't you like add a lot of stuff in your cart and see what's left?
Oh
how
yeah,
much
that's why
left?
some websites, not all. of them.
Okay. Is it Shopify? I think Shopify let you do it, right?
I'm not sure. You want me?
Yeah.
Why you want me to try that?
You can
B?
try to do it. We can probably do it off camera or something.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to. Hey, because I got to pull up right now.
Hey, because don't he say, oh, limit to 1,000, bro? Hey, hold on. That joint has.
Hey, it says only 50 items were added to your cart due to availability because I put 500.
Ah. Okay.
B, only
Okay.
50 of them is available. B, I think
Okay. Okay.
Hey, if I buy 50 of them, B, that's $4,999.50. You try to give me a little loan, B?
Hey, B, hey, shoot, I can't afford it, bro. Hey, as
Hey,
long
if
as
I
you
put
throw
that
in a
in paying
poster,
for?
you gotta put that poster in there though. Hey, we might could do a pay it for, B.
Hey, 1,000 every 2 weeks, B? Oh wait, no, that's 5,000. That's
Yeah,
what,
bro. That's
1.5 every 2 weeks.
1,500 every 2 weeks, bro. God dang, that was my rent. It used to be my rent, bro. Oh my god.
Oh man. But y'all let us know what y'all think about this episode down in the comment section down below. My name is Chase Dark Sage.
I'm T.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.